It's time for the excitement of West Virginia High School Volleyball, featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Tonight's coverage is brought to you by the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Rock's Local Markets, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Bechtel Jewelers, CMA Honda of Winchester, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Orsini's Home Store, the Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance Agency, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Modern Realty Results, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm. Now let's send it out to our broadcasters for tonight's coverage.
Welcome into Klein Court here at Musselman High School. Getting ready for some EPAC volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Dylan Bishop and Jim Klein back from vacation here on the call. Nick Ferzolini, our on-site producer and cameraman. Nick and Colin McLaughlin back at the studio with you tonight, getting ready for Martinsburg and Musselman here in Inwood. And again, this is another Musselman team, strong as usual, looking to defend another state championship. Jim coming in tonight, hosting the Bulldogs, who are going to have their hands full tonight.
Yeah, the banner says state champions, and it's theirs until someone takes it from them. Martinsburg's got to figure out a way to stay in system, starting with good first touches. They cannot give up free balls and expect to compete with a team currently ranked in the top 3 in the state of West Virginia.
And coming into tonight, it's not unusual for Martinsburg to have a tough time with Musselman. Last time Martinsburg was able to get a set win in the varsity matchup against Musselman, it was September 22nd of 2020. And if you want to go back before that and say, well, maybe that was a weird season, you do have to go back 6 more years to November 15th, 2014 to be the last time Martinsburg was able to take one single set off of the varsity Applemen in volleyball action. And the last time they went to 5 sets was 2008, October 28th. And as far back as Max Practice goes, which is 2007, Martinsburg has not gotten a win over the Applemen.
Yeah, and it's tough to evaluate teams from the past when you look at 3 and 4 set victories, because you never know. There are situations where you work players in, when you're up 2-0 and different things like that. So I wouldn't look at a set loss as something that could be significant. Another thing, too, is you never know what happened with injuries, rotations, lineups, different things like that. What we do know is that on paper, the Martinsburg team has a ton of talent. I mean, they've got a setter who's committed to Shepherd University. They've got a young setter, Zittel, who seems very athletic and has the ability to push the ball outside. They've lost 5, players from last year in Chacon, Wright, Fischel, Fennell, and Henry. And Fennell was a very dominant player for Martinsburg. So figuring out where that offense comes from. However, in that Hedgesville match last week, what we saw is, and Villa she did a great job on the outside, and she's a team leader in multiple categories, which we'll talk about, I think, between the JV and the varsity set later.
And we will. We'll talk about more of this matchup, JV and varsity. We're just over 7 minutes away from the start of JV. Before we get to that, we'll take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll start to break down some more of this matchup here between Martinsburg and Musselman. This is EPAC Volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We'll be back after a 2-minute break.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC. WVU Medicine is proud once again to present the Bob Barriner Apple Trample 5K on Saturday, October 21st in conjunction with the 44th Mountain State Apple Harvest Festival. This is a great event for runners, walkers, and families to enjoy. Register by October 1st for the early bird rate. To register for the Apple Trample 5K, go online to the festival website at msahf.com. Be a part of this community tradition. Run or walk the Bob Barriner Apple Trample 5K.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at whmsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back to Klein Court here in Inwood, West Virginia. At Musselman High School, we get you ready for EPAC volleyball between the Musselman Applemen and the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Before we get into the action here, JV set to start in just under 5 minutes. We'll get you the JV lineups for both sides here, starting with the visiting Martinsburg Bulldogs. Number 4, DM Bajent. Number 7, Abigail Rubenthal. Number 12, Lydia Lindenberg. Number 14, Michaela Hess. Number 15, Mackenzie De Leon. Number 16, Preslyn Heidel. Number 22, Yaya Teasley. Number 24, Maya Williams. Number 25, Amaya Mott. Number 28, Megan Kelso. Number 30, Savannah Mallett. Number 31, Penelope Curtis. And for the home team, the Musselman Applemen, the JV roster looks like this. Raylan Kisner, number 2. Number 2. Olivia Orleana, number 3. Number 4, Reese Troxler. Number 5, Amaya King. Number 6, Gracie Gansey. Number 7, Claire Cameron. Number 8, Amelia Howard. Number 10, Ashlyn Weatherholtz. Number 14, Addison Skidmore. Number 16, Avery Jackson. Number 17, Maddie Shelton. Number 19, Bree Shirk. Number 21, McKinley Ross. Number 25, Eliana Cameron. Just 3.5 minutes until the JV match here. Jim, before we get into this, what do you think you want to see tonight from Martinsburg? Because obviously this is a tough matchup for them. We can start with JV and then move on to varsity. We'll talk about varsity later. Okay,
should we start with the comedic value first? Because it looks like there's a parent of an NFL football player in the gym here to start this evening. On the JV team, you mentioned a player by the name of number 4. What was her name?
DM Bajent?
Yeah, and there's her dad standing over by the Martinsburg bench. Everybody knows Tyson Bajent for the Chicago Cubs. Played at Shepherd University, all-time leader, NCAA Division II touchdowns. So I would expect some athleticism out of that kid. What do you think?
Yeah, we were able to see her a little bit when we were at home games for Martinsburg, and freshman was playing next to JV. And I believe they actually moved Bajent up to JV in the middle of last year. So we saw her a little bit there as well. She is a very athletic player, which makes sense.
Yep,
absolutely. Runs in the family. So.
Yeah. So, like I said, Martinsburg on paper has an athletic group. I mean, you can't coach size first and foremost. So the fact that they have some size on the table, when you look at the JV match and you take a look at the size of the athletes, Maya Williams has got some good height. They've got Teasley. Obviously, Bajent's got some ability. So the key is always going to be, I think, at the JV level is serve and pass. So you got to put the ball in play. Whether or not you see dominant spikes, kills, all the flash and dazzle of those types of plays really falls secondary to their ability to control the ball. So I'm going to pick a spot. I'm going to serve at that spot. I'm going to execute. And then conversely, on the transition from defense to offense, when the ball crosses the net, receiving to serve or taking the free ball and passing the ball to a setter's base where you have the opportunity to convert and transition to offense.
All right, we'll take one last 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have the JV match between the Applemen and the Bulldogs. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back-and-forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk.
See dealer for details. Before the invitations and the dress, the flowers, cake, candles, or vows, there was an answer to a question proposed with a ring.
Bechtel Jewelers knows that an important part of your wedding happens before the I-dos. We're a diamond store with an engagement and bridal jewelry selection that's both exciting and accessible.
On the big day, there's everything else, and there's the ring. Make sure you get this one right at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood.
Welcome back to Musselman High School. As you see the teams shaking hands, showing sportsmanship here as we get ready to start the JV match between the Applemen and the Martinsburg Bulldogs here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Dylan Bishop and Jim Klein with you, getting ready to see these teams match up. We'll see who takes the court first.
Yeah, the sports doctor's already busted my chops. He said I said the Cubs instead of the Bears. I mean, clearly the Cubs are not in the NFL. Major played for the Bears. Thank you, Doc. Colin McLaughlin is always on the spot, and clearly a faux pas.
Well, you know, sometimes that happens. It'd be pretty impressive if Tyson was playing for the Cubs too. I have to say. I mean, his dad was the baseball player at Shepherd. He was there's baseball in the family somewhere at the very least.
I actually thought about in the Survivor pool this week picking against the Cubs, but man, I'd love to see Bajan actually get on the field and have a chance to perform. I mean, can't root against the Cubs.
Can't root against the Cubs or the Bears.
Or the Bears.
Maybe the White Sox.
That's what I meant.
Maybe the White Sox.
Oh, my goodness. All right, I got to get the Cubs out of my head for crying out loud.
The Bulls. The Cubs are having a good season, better than the Bears so far. I mean, hey, the way Justin Fields is playing, it might not be too long before we see some Tyson Bajan out on the field.
I saw stats today on Mitch Trubisky compared to Fields. Trubisky actually has better career stats than Fields.
See how that goes. All right, the teams have taken the court here, both sides. Looking over for Martinsburg, looks like they'll start out with Teasley, Williams, Heidel, Rupenthal, Hess, and Bajent.
Yeah, start Bajan at the 5. So the thing that sometimes can be difficult is that you want her to rotate into the front row for your offense, but then you put her in a defensive position to start the match. We'll get to see her serve, receive, and transition.
And
she actually drops back to the 6 on defense.
Send it over. Set things up. That'll be Teasley. Over will be Heidel.
Good down ball.
We'll set up outside. And there's the first point of the match for Musselman. Maddie Shelton getting in on the action.
Yeah, and there's your defensive rotation. Bajan at the 6. She's got to be able to pass the ball there. Has to cut that off.
Now Shelton with the southpaw serve over to Bajan.
Oh, good pass, though. Good pass.
Got ball over by Teasley. Kisner sent over the free ball, and it falls. So 2 straight to open it up for the Applemen. Kind of lucked out on that one. The free ball turns into a kill.
I actually have looked at that. We've talked about that in other matches, using your middle as a blocker in transition on the free balls to pick up some of those cheapies. Oh, my, good serve.
And it's an ace. Great start for the JV Applemen. Maddie Shelton.
Yeah, so Shelton's setting. She's at the 1 right now. It's a great serve, just a bullet from the left-hander.
See a lot of Shelton across Musselman Athletics right now. Logan and Colton on the other side of sports, and that's another ace. Without knowing for sure if she's related to Logan and Colton Shelton, it sure seems like it.
Yeah, almost like a screwball, the way that came off the side of her hand and kind of floated right to left. Had an unusual spin on the ball. Good serve.
4-0 Applemen, served at Bajent again. There's a free ball by the
She
Bulldogs.
plays good defense.
Sent over by Troxler. They'll go to Heidel on that side.
I love the deep free balls, deep corners. So Musselman's completely out of system. And again, they find the soft middle on a free ball.
That's Amaya King sending it over the free ball and getting the point for the Applemen. It's a 5-0 run to start things out.
As soon as you identify that the ball's coming free, you got to drop, step, and sprint off the net into your offensive position. That's an ace, maybe.
It might be.
Good save.
They did save it from being another ace.
Good pass on the free ball. Weatherholtz with a big cut.
And that's another kill and another point. The Applemen starting off strong, 6 in a row. Shelton goes again, this time at Heidel. And they just barely get that one over on the free ball. Troxler, a tough hit. Can they recover? Not quite. Third hit, the free ball attempt just goes up to the front line of the Bulldogs. So a 7-0 start for Musselman. Shelton will send again. It looks like they weren't quite ready for play. So stop it then.
Yeah, hit official didn't blow the whistle.
Orleana checked in. So there's a stoppage in play. Now we'll go at it again. 7-0. Tough diving serve receive there.
Set for a little off. Good roll.
Set to the back
Could've
line.
called that.
Shelton sends up Kisner. And that one goes out just barely.
Timeout.
8-0 start for Musselman. It's a timeout for the Bulldogs. We'll take it with them. We'll take a 30-second break. And when we come back, we'll have more EPAC volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Again, back in 30 seconds.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Welcome back to Klein Court here at Musselman High School. It's an 8-0 start for the Applemen over the Bulldogs here in the first set of the JV match. It's been a really impressive start for Musselman, and the Bulldogs have made some mistakes of their own, though.
Yeah, it was a good timeout. I think it was a great timeout by Martinsburg. Weatherhold's had to stand around here a little bit now. She's got to put the first contact in play.
Shelton sends another one, and the timeout works. Sends that one over the back line. And finally, Martinsburg is on the board at 8-1.
Yeah, situationally, you'd like to put that serve in play and then get more aggressive just so that you don't let the timeout work. But she went on an 8-0 run, so 7 serves.
Free ball by Kisner. Go left side,
Roof.
tapped up, roofed by Kisner. Put one back up on the board. 9-1. So quick in and out for Avery Jackson. As King checks back in. So that'll be Reese Troxler back to serve for the Applemen.
Oh, man, great pass, though.
Left side.
Off touched.
Yep, that's off the Applemen last. That point goes to Preslyn Heidel.
That's a good call by the varsity athlete, Liv Alice. She calls the touch. Great call. She's missed a lot of times, believe it or not, especially on the roll.
So at 9-2, serve goes back to Martinsburg. It'll be Savannah Mallett. So that one at Troxler. They'll go right side for Oleana. And they'll set up Kelso. It's a soft free ball.
Oh, good setback off the pass. She just didn't keep the ball in front. Good ball movement, though. Good pass, good set, good swing. Just over approached. Got to reach up. Snap and follow through.
Sector King sends that one out. We'll go back to Mallett for the serve at 9-3. Shelton, middle. Kisner gets in the net. But looks like that's a violation on Martinsburg first.
Yep. You're number 4. Not even going to mention an NFL team.
I think she'd prefer. She'd prefer just focusing on herself,
Olympic
too.
sports. Let's just talk about Olympic sports.
I'm sure she hears about her brothers all the time.
Yep.
Mallett sends that one over on the dump. Set up Heidel again. Coming over towards us. And the ball goes out of play. Last touch by the Applemen, so 10-4 is our score now. Another serve by the Bulldogs. And that ends up another point for Martinsburg. So they cut the lead down to 5 after the 8-0 start. And Heidel will send that one too far. Good eye by Reese Troxler to let it go. Makes it 11-5. See Ashlyn Weatherholtz checking back in. Her sister graduated last year. One of the handful of big-time seniors Musselman lost, but they always reload.
Yeah, another left-handed setter. Man, good serve. Oh, it's a great spot.
Nice play there for the kill by Abigail Rupenthal.
It kind of looked like a mishit, miscontact. Just kind of dropped it in, lollipopped it.
3 seniors this year for Musselman. Ava Dunnigan, Keely Crispin, Kendall Watcher. And here's Maddie Shelton hitting that one over with the left hand. They'll go back to Rupenthal, and she gets another kill. It's in. Musselman let it go, thinking it'd be out. But they get the call.
Martinsburg kind of chipping away a little bit.
They've gotten it down to 4. It's 11-7. And here's Bajent with the serve. Sends that one line drive. That's an ace. Putting it on a line.
Yeah, great serve. Dropped it right in the middle of the defense.
1 for 1, of course. Surely the Beast is up there saying that's, of course, what she's going to do every time.
Oh, good. She moved it around, too. A lot of times what happens is that short serve, then you cheat.
First touch up towards the net. Musselman's got
10
a play
line.
on it. It's Troxler. Ends up a free ball. Weatherholt sets for King on the left side. Miss hit into the net. It's 11-9. Only a 2-point match here in this set. First set between the JV Bulldogs and Applemen. Weatherholt's over. Ends up a free ball. It's miscommunication. Rubenthal sends one back. That was close to the
real
line.
close. Real close. I just like the deep free balls. Nothing more gives the defense time to set up. See him there, shallow, perfect pass. Good set, good swing, great block.
Teasley with the block, but Musselman still keeps it up in the air. Kelso, tough play, not able to recover. So the Applemen increase their lead back to 3, 12-9.
Yeah, Shelton is playing with a ton of confidence. Great play.
It'll be a Maya King. Sends this one. That's an ace. Off of Penelope Curtis, the libero for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, just when Martinsburg cuts it to 3, King comes in and serves a bullet. Extends the lead back to 4. Oh, great pass, though, by Martinsburg. Don't like the set or dump, but...
Shelton, the attempted block by Martinsburg doesn't work out.
Yeah, Teasley, she slam dunked it just on the wrong side of the net. Great play at the net by Teasley. She'll figure that out. Great athleticism. She played the ball above the plane of the net. Just got to penetrate.
So the Applemen have gotten it back up to 4, and that one should have been let go by a Heidel.
Yeah, she got some help there.
Goes off of her, and that's an ace in the end. Gets the lead back up to 6. So the Bulldogs closed the gap, but the Applemen pulling right back away. 4 in a row. King hooks that one wide left. Lead goes back down to 5 as the Bulldogs get their 10th point up on the board. Substitution, Kelso will come out as well as Mallet. Kayla Hess will come in and will be next to serve for the Bulldogs. And there's the left-handed serve. Weatherholtz for Troxler.
Oh, my,
big swing. And that one's into the bleachers.
Yeah, what made it a big swing is the giant block in front of her. Very good concentration. Good swing.
Now it's 16-10. Troxler puts another one up on the board. Gracie Gansey send this one.
Free ball.
It ends up.
Perfect pass. Quick.
Kisner off the block.
Going to be another free ball.
That one's by Heidel.
Oh, perfect pass. J-stroke.
And this one going back and forth. Some tough plays there. Down ball by King. There we go. Tough play for Martinsburg. They make it happen. There we go. Troxler.
Great swing.
Teasley for Rubenthal.
Oh, she's way under the net and in the net. Oh, my. Unsafe play.
It's a long volley back and forth.
Troxler off the block. Great play.
Reese Troxler with another kill. Makes it 17-10.
I mean, apparently good body control by Rubenthal. Man, looked to me like she was under. Oh, no. No man's land. That should be a timeout by Martinsburg.
It's an ace. 18-10.
She have an 8-point lead with 7 points left in the set, which would make it the perfect time to call a timeout. Slipping away. This is a free ball. Martinsburg. Oh, my.
That's 4 hits.
Yeah, Gans has got to call her off moving forward, play the ball across the net. Just
Rubenthal. At 18-11, Troxler, contact there off the block.
Free ball. Good deep free ball, and there's trouble.
And they almost a miraculous recovery by Musselman. It's 18-12.
Yeah, they got to continue to be crisp in transition, hustle into their free ball positions. Martinsburg serving real well. That's what's kept him in.
Troxler again. Weatherholtz, left hand, overpass by Martinsburg. We'll go back to Troxler.
I think that was touched, yeah. Oh, no, he says no touch.
Ends up a point for the Bulldogs either way, 18-13.
I like the way this Rupenthal plays. Man, very aggressive serve, too.
That was a tough play, last-second decision to hit that one over. And speaking of over, that one goes over the back line and out of play. Point goes to the Applemen, 19-13. Teasley, deep free ball. Weatherholtz, Troxler. Some misjudgment on that one. 19-14. Serve goes back over to Martinsburg. With Shirk checking out and Shelton checking back in. Now Teasley will serve for the first time. This may end up an ace.
Oh, good save by Weather. Jeez. Great hustle.
Heck of a free ball there. And they let that one go. Another point for the Applemen. They send it too far over.
How does that good swing? It's just a little too much line. If she works that angle, she'd get a kill out of that. It's a good swing, good follow through, good form. Just sand a little bit up the line.
20-14. And too much on this one, back the other way. Service error by Musselman. Haven't seen too many of those. 20-15. McKinley Ross will be checking in for Raylan Kisner. It'll go back to Mallett to serve. After we get a confirmation that the lineups are all correct, at least, from our officiating. There we are. There's our whistle to resume play. Again, still a 5-point lead for the Applemen.
Again, Martinsburg serving very well.
Troxler behind the 10 line. Couldn't quite get that one over the net. 20-16. Martinsburg able to cut into it a little more. They battled back ever since Musselman started this set off with 8 straight to open it up. They haven't quite been able to get the lead back.
Block. Wow, great swing.
And there's part of the reason why they haven't been able to get the lead back. Plays like that from Ashlyn Weatherholtz, putting it back to a 5-point lead.
Yeah, Martinsburg's still scrapping. I mean, the defense getting touches, off block. You know, they've had some good passing, good setting, just a couple hitting errors. They've served really well.
See our first serve from Ross. Sends that one. Diving play by Curtis. Dumped over. We'll go to King on the left side. Off the block, and it's a kill. Amaya King.
What I'm saying is work with me here for a second. If you take that Shelton's serving run off the board to start, think about where we'd be right now. You know, she doesn't serve, what was it, 3 or 4 aces? 7. She served 7 in a row.
And Ross couldn't quite get the full contact on that one. The service error makes it 22-17. And Martinsburg is +3 since that 8-0 start. And we can put that back down to +2.
Yeah, that's a rough time to miss a serve rate when you're clawing your way back into the set.
23-17, just 2 points needed for Musselman to take this first set. Weatherholtz on the serve, too much. Martinsburg smartly lets it go. Back down to a 5-point deficit. It'll be Bajent to serve. Sends that one at Troxler. Weatherholtz. And then in the middle for Howard. And it falls. Amelia Howard gets that one. And it makes it set point for the Applemen at 24-18. It'll be King. We'll have to wait a little longer. See if Musselman wins the set. Service error right into the net.
Yeah, back to back. Martinsburg has to play perfect for 7 straight points.
And they'll get their substitutions in. It'll be Williams and Hess. And Hess will serve. And they send that one at Troxler. Go backside serve to Shelton. Rubenthal with the down ball. Weatherholtz this time goes to Troxler.
And that ball's way out.
Yep. But they keep it alive.
Good hustle. Martinsburg just scrapping. Troxler again.
Back to her. And this time they do let it go. Cuts it down to 4. Still a lot of work to do. Still set point. Hess again.
Oh, good serve. Good serve. There's an ace.
An ace. That was a tough one. I think it was a last-second decision. Hard to really know whether that was going to go out or not. It was great serve by Hess. 24-21. And she couldn't quite keep it going. 25-21 goes the first set to the Musselman Applemen over the Bulldogs. We'll take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll have set number 2 between the JV Bulldogs and Applemen. This is EPAC Volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Again, back in 1 minute.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value Brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
25-21 goes set number 1 in this JV match between the Bulldogs and the Applemen. Dylan Bishop and Jim Klein with you for TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Nick Verzolini, our cameraman, and Colin McLaughlin back at the studio. It was a good set by Musselman. Strong start. The Bulldogs tried to battle back, couldn't quite do it, but like you kept saying during that set, Jim, they were scrappy.
Absolutely. Martinsburg, I thought, played very well. You can't spot, the JV team of a, 3-time champion, back to back to back is what I mean. They've won, 8 times total, I think. But the point is that you can't dig a 7-0 hole. Or actually, it was 8-0 when Martinsburg called its first time out. So, again, you do the math. Martinsburg actually went on a 21-17 run to finish the first set, +4. And Musselman missed 2 of their last serves before Martinsburg finally missed a serve. I actually thought Martinsburg served well, too. So they come out clean here to begin the second set. problem is it's Musselman serve. And if I were the coach, I'd probably have Shelton back to serve first. We'll see what happens.
All right, we can see up here in the rafters 9 state championships for volleyball since 2008, including those 3 in a row, back-to-back in 2016 and 17, back-to-back in 13 and 14, and once in 10 and 08 as well. So, like you said, Jim, a program like that, you can't really spot them 8 points at the beginning of a set.
Absolutely not. And so Martinsburg has the very difficult task right now of getting a quick and early timeout against Shelton, who was very consistent serving the first time around.
So we'll get our last check through of the lineup. Oleana will check out. Gansey checks in. And it will be Maddie Shelton to start off. Again, she served for that 8-0 run to start things out. There's an overpass. And, that hit by
Teasley.
Teasley.
She hits into the bottom of the net. It was good play, though. Good play.
So just like the last set, first point goes to the Applemen.
And she'll work out the time in the approach. She's got to figure out.
They'll go to Teasley again. This one's off block. Get the pancake. And, well, actually, I think they'll go ahead and say that she didn't get it. It's a nice diving attempt by Shelton. It seemed like they were going to let her have it. And maybe ball doesn't lie there as the serve goes into the net.
Yeah, it's tough. Martinsburg served real well last time. But still, it's 2-1. Very early. Got to get a side out. Wow, great serve.
Troxler's going to get the ace. Makes it 3-1.
Yeah, Troxler had one of the last 2 misses, so it's good to see her come back and serve a bullet.
Troxler over this year and last year been one of the more impressive players on JV as she sends another one just barely out. As Varsity's Bella Hutzler has to call that one out. Or excuse me, Bianca. Bella Hutzler graduated last year, excuse me.
Good memory, though.
This will be Teasley sending that one at Troxler.
Free ball, tough angle.
Go left side.
Great approach. My goodness, great approach. Another good approach.
There's King again.
It's textbook volleyball. Good pass, good first contact, good set. Musselman played just a tiny bit better defense and ended up with the kill. Heidel still had a great swing that could have resulted in a kill, but Musselman just played just a little bit better first touch.
4-2. Raylan Kisner. Will serve this one to the Applemen.
Sails.
Yep, too much on it. And she'll check right out and head to the bench on the note she doesn't really want to. 4-3.
Nope. I think she's missed back-to-back. I think she missed the last serve at the end of the first set, and then now she's missed the first serve in her first attempt in the second set.
So at 4-3, Savannah Mallet serves. Much better start to the second set than the first, and make it even better on top of that, because that's an ace. Ties it up at 4. So Mallet will try to give Bulldogs their first lead of this match. Free ball. Now it sets. It's going to have to be a free ball by Bajan.
Yeah, the set, the hands were questionable.
Weather holds out. So there it is. First lead of the match for Martinsburg.
And sometimes I don't mind them not calling all of the hands at the JV level because of the fact letting them play and work things out. It's a fine mechanic, fine skill.
Shelton serves. Weatherholtz has to go back for it, and she ends up sending it too far. And at 6-4, we're going to get the first Musselman timeout. The Bulldogs have a multi-point lead after a slow start in set one. We'll take the timeout with them. Take a 30-second break. We'll be back for more EPAC volleyball here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Larry DeMarco team at Modern Realty Results believes buying a new home requires a dedicated team that cares about your needs and concerns. Our experienced team is from the area, and we care about this community because it is our home as well. Whether it's a $30,000 home or a $3 million home, we will be hands-on and invested throughout the entire process. Thinking of buying or selling in West Virginia? We've got the tri-state area covered.
Welcome back to Klein Court. You see cameraman Nick Verzolini getting us that good shot of all the banners up in the rafters here at Musselman High School. Play resumes off the block. Again, 6-4 Martinsburg after dropping the first set. Make it 6-5. As that hit goes too far, the Applemen let it go.
Yeah, the difference is just that little bit of, just the finish. And see, you really can't get a perfect pass and give up a free ball. That's
hit right back and forth at the net between Weatherholtz and Bajan. And that's a tough play, some miscommunication. No one really wanted to come and get that one.
And and the point wasn't really lost there at the end, although they were completely out of system. The point where the point's lost is with the free ball out of a perfect pass. Got to capitalize. You got to get Musselman out of system, and then Martinsburg comes back with a free ball and another setter dump. I just don't like that.
We're tied up at 6 apiece now. They'll go to King. Bajan up at the net, sends that one over. Set up Troxler at the 10 line. Tough play for Martinsburg.
Another free ball.
They do get it over.
Good swing by Troxler working the line, too.
Shelton.
Tough angle.
Overpass. Tough play. Musselman can't quite keep it alive. So the Bulldogs go back in front, 7-6. Weatherholtz, King on the right side now. Tough play there by Mallet. King.
Deep free ball, deep one. Heidel had a good swing before that.
And hit over. Rupenthal. Nice play. Troxler diving for it, couldn't quite get there. Bulldogs back up by 2. 8-6. Heidel lines that one. Not sure if that one would have stayed in.
No, I don't think so.
Weatherholtz hits that one. Tough play. Mallet running up for it.
She's quick. Mallet's got good feet.
King hooked that one to the outside. So it's a 3-point lead. Biggest of the night for the Bulldogs. 9-6. Weatherholtz for Olean in the middle, blocked by Bajan.
And she deposits.
It comes back to her again, and she sends it back again, this time getting the point.
She deposits the kill right where she wants it.
Accuracy runs in the family. 10-6. Heidel with the serve, and that's an ace. I think Weatherholtz and Shelton couldn't decide. No one called up for that one. A 5-point lead for the Bulldogs.
Oh, another good serve.
It's a line drive by Heidel. Shelton. Rupenthal now on the left side. And on the left side, it's Troxler from the back. Another block by Bajan. Bulldogs doubling it up now, 12-6. just barely out goes that serve. (12-7). King. That one. Mallet with the free ball. Shallow one.
Perfect run through. A little low.
Oleana, this is going to be tough. And that's 3 and it doesn't go over. Tough play there for Martinsburg to try to make. They weren't able to. Musselman cuts the lead down to 4. King with another line drive.
Yes, she hits that so hard.
Agent free ball. Weatherholtz for Shelton.
And on a roll.
Just floats it over into no man's land. So to cut the lead in half. 3 straight points. 12-9. King gets it to tick off the tape this time.
Yep, another free ball.
And the free ball back does the same thing. Left-handed over by Shelton. It'll go tough play for Rupenthal when that pass doesn't go over. Tough play for Rupenthal to try to make.
Yeah, see, this is where as a coach, your spidey sense is tingling. Like, you're giving up 4 in a row. You really want to let them cut it to 1.
Let's see if they're able to.
There's a free ball, and this is tight.
Oxler, yep, right up by the net.
Good save. Gets another free ball.
They'll go 10-line Weatherholtz.
Weatherholtz was over the 10 line. Her foot had stepped over. She's a back row player.
Big strike. She sends another one, and that falls into the corner. 5 in a row for the Musselman Applemen. Makes it a 1-point deficit. And there's the timeout from Martinsburg. 5-0 run by the Applemen. 12-11 in set number 2. Applemen trying to come back, take the lead, and sweep the JV match. We'll take this 30-second break with them for the timeout. You're watching EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back to Klein Court. It's 12-11. Musselman has gotten 5 in a row. They were down, being doubled up 12-6 after taking the first set 25-21. Well, now the Applemen can try to tie this back up, and they won't be able to that time. Timeout works out. 13-11 on the service error. On the other side, Bajent will serve again. Over to the left
close.
side.
Aggressive serve, though. Like it.
Troxler has to send a free ball after the set. Teasley. And this will be from the back line. Weatherholtz. It's in. Martinsburg let it go. Or actually, no. The first signal from the official over at the net was towards Musselman, but the point goes to Martinsburg, actually, 14-11. And now Musselman makes that point back up. The ball hit under the net by Mallet. Too far up to the net.
All right, here's where you got to make. If you're Martinsburg, you got to have the first touch. If you're Musselman, you got to put the ball in play.
Gansey at 14-12. It gets an ace. And they weren't able to get that first touch. Sent into the bleachers. Another chance to tie this thing up for Musselman. Rupenthal, deep play for that one. Weatherholtz sets up Shelton.
Through the block. And
it falls. It's a kill. Maddie Shelton gets us back to 14-14.
Yeah, Rubenthal and Teasley were there, just didn't close it.
Good ball. Weatherholtz to Troxler, gets it to go.
Good reach. Musselman takes the lead.
First lead in a while for Musselman after
2-1, I think. I think 2-1 was it.
Yep, after they went wire to wire in set number 1. They'll blow it. And they'll say Martinsburg was out of position. But just like that, back up to a 2-point lead, 16-14. This could be a tough reversal of fortune here for Martinsburg. Rubenthal, line drive. Musselman able to recover.
Back to the center of court.
A reset.
Nice first contact.
Rubenthal, tough serve, tough set.
Oh, the ball was outside the antenna. Good call. Nice job by the officiating crew. Looks like the lines person with the assist. Is that Hutzler out over there with the assist? Look at that. She get an assist from the line judge position. She gets assists on the court and off the court.
Yeah, I believe we had Ella Collis and Olivia Alice as our
that's Allison Miller.
Out there in the first set.
Oh, set. Okay.
And now we have Hutzler and Alice.
Yeah, there you go.
In the second set. I was getting there, Jim.
You were getting there. I'm sorry. I got to be more patient. I'm all sensitive now that sports doctor called me out.
We always got to be sensitive of it. Colin's always watching. We're at 18-14 now. Serve from Gansey. Mallet dumps it over. Almost worked out. So that up at the net. Play can't be made by Teasley. So just like that, 19-14 Musselman when it was 12-6 Martinsburg. A 13-2 run out of nowhere. The next serve by the Musselman libero. Rubenthal. We'll go to Shelton on the right side. Martinsburg keeps it up.
Yeah, going to be a free ball again. Perfect pass.
This time it's the middle. Kisner keeps it in. The kill from the middle makes it 20-14.
Timeout Martinsburg.
And they're trying to make a substitution, but yep, that's the timeout. 14-2 run by the Applemen as they try to close this one out for a JV sweep. We'll take the 30-second break with them. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
WV Medicine is proud once again to present the Bob Bariner Apple Trample 5K on Saturday, October 21st in conjunction with the 44th Mountain State Apple Harvest Festival. This is a great event for runners, walkers, and families to enjoy. Register by October 1st for the early bird rate. To register for the Apple Trample 5K, go online to the festival website at msahf.com. Be a part of this community tradition. Run or walk the Bob Bariner Apple Trample 5K.
20-14 here in set number 2. Musselman trying to close out the JV match in a 2-set sweep. Martinsburg let the Applemen open up set number 1 with 8 in a row, and they could never quite claw back into it despite their best. Bulldogs had outscored them for the rest of that set after that. And up in this one in the second set, they got up 12-6. But since that point, 20-14, 14-2 run by Musselman. It's the high first touch, and
oh my, got to talk.
No one calls for it.
Oh yeah, Martinsburg's got to talk.
Curtis and Teasley both went up for it, but neither took the initiative. 21-14.
There's got to be a direct understanding what the responsibilities are. I mean, you don't want Teasley playing that second contact. You want her to crush in the ball.
Now to set it up, Rupenthal from far behind the net. This is a serve by Claire Cameron. And they're going to say it's a violation on Martinsburg.
It's a back row attack if she's playing the ball above the plane of the net. So ask yourself, was she above the plane of the net when she contacted the ball? She set the ball across the net.
Leads up to 8 now, 22-14. Miscommunication there between Howard and Elena Cameron.
Yeah, when you're working in a different lineup, knowing what your responsibilities are. Players got to figure out where they are, where they're supposed to be.
And the Applemen making sure they get themselves all in the right spot. Seeing a little bit of a lineup change here late in this set.
Yep.
As it could be the last one, getting some other players some time out on the court. Hess sends this one for the Bulldogs. Nice serve.
Actually good contact. You got to call for the ball, too, moving forward. Got to call for the ball.
It took 4 to get it over, so that's a point for the Bulldogs, 22-16.
It was a great serve by Hess. Another good serve by Hess. There's trouble.
That's an ace. Cameron had trouble with it. Leads down to 5. Serves this one over to Howard. And it'll be Howard sending the free ball over. Rupenthal.
Oh, great set. Great swing.
Abigail Rupenthal gets the kill there, 22-18. Martinsburg keeping themselves alive for the time being. Still for Musselman, only 3 points to go with a 4-point lead. Hess, this time over to the other side. Tough play, and that's just not going to be able to be made. And we'll get a whole line shift by Musselman. After that one, looks like we're going to have 4 substitutions in. Shelton, Troxler, Weatherholtz, and King will all come back in. I think Coach Gray doesn't want to see this go to a third set.
Yeah, it's an interesting maneuver. All the starters come back in, and they got to come in and perform immediately. And Hess is on fire. Hess continues to be on fire.
And right off the bench, it's sent to Troxler. She can't handle it. Another ace. So they've reversed that magic number around. Musselman needs 3 points, only with a 2-point lead.
Yeah, it still has a timeout, too.
Hess again. It's another ace. Michaela Hess is on fire, serving the ball.
Got to make your decisions. If you're going to play it, you got to get your base, get those hands together. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Couldn't keep it going.
I mean, Hess did almost all of her job. I mean, she went on a great run, good serve, just can't miss.
23-21.
But here now, Musselman has to do the same. Got to put the ball in play. Shelton had a great start to the first set.
Shelton's been the opener, but see if she can be the closer. So the officials over at the table make sure everything's correct. And there's the serve.
Oh, my, good serve by Shelton causes, and it's an ace.
Curtis got the first contact on it. Hess tried to run over for it from the other side. And Curtis right into the path of
match point
of Hess. This is, match point. Sent over
hits
off
the backboard.
And this last chance, that's an ace. Maddie Shelton's ace closes it up.
Identical scores, 25-21, 25-21.
Back-to-back, 25-21. And that's a straight set sweep for the Musselman JV Applemen. And we'll take a break here. We'll take a 5-minute break, and when we come back, we should be, at the very least, within 20 minutes of the start of the varsity match between the defending state champions, the Musselman Applemen, and the Martinsburg Bulldogs. We'll take this 5-minute break, and we'll be back with more EPAC volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Marius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer. But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Hello?
We're here again 3 times in the past 2 days.
You're where?
Bechtel Jewelers. Look.
Can Mom hear you?
No, she's in a diamond coma. Get her the pendant, or I will.
Hey, that's my credit card.
What? Can't hear you, Dad. You're breaking up.
It's going to take more than a crying baby to wake her out of this diamond coma. You're going to need a mega dose of jewelry from Bechtel Jewelers.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you Visit us at whmsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Welcome back to Klein Court here at Musselman High School here in Inwood, West Virginia. Getting you ready for the varsity match here between the Musselman Applemen, the defending state champions in AAA, and the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Dylan Bishop and Jim Klein with you for TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Nick Verzolini, our cameraman this evening. Colin McLaughlin, sports doctor, back at the studio. Jim, as we see, they've just now started the 20-minute timer. Get things down for us, but well, it just gives us a little bit more time to talk about this matchup here tonight. Again, we get to see the Applemen in action, which is always a pleasure because they are just by far the dominant program in West Virginia volleyball.
Yeah, you know, and Max Preps, the standings represent that. Right now, Max Preps has Musselman ranked number 3 in the state as of yesterday. Hedgesville's showing at number 7, Spring Mills at 12, Martinsburg at 19 in AAA, Jefferson at 21, and Washington at 28. So I'm of the opinion that the standings really don't matter to me. As long as I've got 3 state championships in a row, I'm working on number 4. Musselman, in my mind, is the preemptive favorite. Martinsburg has an uphill task walking onto Klein Court today. They have got to execute the offense beginning with first touches. So they've got to put the serve in play, and they've got to make a good first pass to give the setters an opportunity to set up the offense. We talked about in the pregame the number of players that have left the Martinsburg roster, and Amani Fennell is the one that jumps out to me. She was a dynamic offensive player who could terminate a play from any place on the court. What we're asking now is for Martinsburg to transition, move Addison Strovel to the middle, move Anise Villa outside, and so far she has performed at 2.6 kills per set. She has 84 kills to lead the team, but she has got a lot of work to do playing on the outside. For Martinsburg to win, not only can they not deliver free balls, they've got to spread the offense to every available attacker when the opportunities exist so that they're in a position to keep Musselman guessing. If Musselman can key on who the attacker will be, obviously it's going to be much easier for Musselman's defense to side out.
Mentioned in pregame for the JV match that this has been a very one-sided series between Musselman and Martinsburg, like it has been for Musselman against much of the EPAC. At the very least, I believe you could say Spring Mills has gotten a little bit more success as they took a set off of Musselman in the opener of EPAC play last year. You have to go back to 2020, the last time Martinsburg was even able to take a single set off of the Bulldogs. In 2014, before that, and as far back as Max Preps goes, which is 2007, there's no wins to show for the Bulldogs over Musselman. Last time this matchup went to 5 sets was 2008. So it's been domination from Musselman, as we've seen really just throughout the EPAC, that in the Eastern Panhandle, somehow, some way, whether it's one way or the other, the best volleyball players end up at Musselman. If they aren't the best volleyball players in the Eastern Panhandle, when they get to Musselman, they tend to become the best, some of the best.
Yeah, and Musselman, I think, is a very strong offensive-minded team, and I believe that when you look at things from a philosophical point of view as a coach, coached 10 years. We won 3 state titles. We believed that the key to the best defense was having a good offense, and we probably spent 2-to-1 time on transition. So if you gave us a free ball, we were going to make you pay for it. And I think Musselman has that ability. And then we would spend a ton of time. Serve-receive is the transition of receiving the ball in a defensive posture and transitioning to offense, making a good first contact, a good first pass, so that the setter has the opportunity to run the full complement of offense. So we would run different seams, or we would run cross plays, quicks, shoots. Nothing was vanilla, and we strive to run as fast as we could. So when you look at such an offensive, strong team that's so offensive as Musselman, it's crazy to think that Ava Dunnigan, who signed a D1 scholarship to play beach volleyball, she just got her 1,000th kill. And currently she leads the team with 5.5 digs per set. She has 281 digs already at this early point in the season. Ava Dunnigan is an outstanding player. And they've got a young defensive player in Allie Miller, who also has the ability to pass the ball, serve, and play good defense. So it's not about whether or not, Musselman, with all the changes in their lineup and the different players that they're asking to do different things, it's about how they've reloaded and what they're doing different. And again, it's still very early in the season figuring things out. Musselman is a very good team.
Right, we saw Allie Miller last year as a freshman getting time in the lineup, and we see this year another freshman getting time, Olivia Alice, up on the front line, a loaded front line with 2 of the best players that you're going to see in the EPAC, and in my mind, might be the 2 best outside of perhaps Gracie Brown in Keely Chrisman and Ada McCoy up at the front line. There's no better duo doing it today in the EPAC or probably across the whole entire state of West Virginia. So Musselman is just always reloading. You can say, someone like Hannah Howard graduates, but you always have someone to come in and fill that role. Keely Chrisman stepping up from the number 3 up at the net to really the number 2. So it's always something for Musselman.
Yeah, absolutely. Hannah, the Hammer, she's down at UMBC, playing Division I volleyball. Liv Alice, you mentioned her. She leads the team with blocks, 11 blocks. Musselman just has the complement of each position. Ashley Fox leads the team with 40 aces. She averages almost a full ace per set. You mentioned McCoy at 4.6 kills per set. She's leading the team at 235. Chrisman, without a doubt, is a dynamic offensive player. When she moved to outside, it made her have to play more defense, whereas when she ran opposite, she got to hide at the 2 position a little bit more. Avery Lark is playing well as an opposite. Kendall Watcher's leading the team with 283 assists. I mean, the team is textbook in terms of everything that you want to see. And don't forget, they run a 6'2", so they got Bianca Hutzler running opposite of Kendall Watcher, so they have the ability to bring in additional height or offensive firepower in the front row as opposed to teams who run a 5'1". I tend to prefer a 5'1", needed to have a more athletic setter, a setter who was willing to block. So that's just, it's a matter of preference, and Coach Mart certainly has the firepower and state award-winning level decision-making. So I believe that's the best for his squad. Martinsburg, on the other hand, also has its fair share of firepower. When you look at Skylar Bishop, who she's hitting 214, 23 aces. Villa, we've already talked about it, 2.6 kills per set, 84 kills leads the team. But she also has 102 digs. They're asking a lot from one specific player. The team leader in serve receives Avery Sifford. So we would expect both the Siffords to touch the ball a lot in the back row. Ultimately, I think the key to this match for Martinsburg is going to be good first contacts. Martinsburg has got to pass the ball and eliminate free balls. And the more times you say it, Dylan, the more times you say a Martinsburg free ball, the more times I would expect to see Musselman hammer the ball right back at Martinsburg.
We'll take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, you'll hear from both head coaches, Martinsburg and Musselman. Again, a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with more EPAC volleyball coverage here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
WVU Medicine is proud once again to present the Bob Bariner Apple Trample 5K on Saturday, October 21st in conjunction with the 44th Mountain State Apple Harvest Festival. This is a great event for runners, walkers, and families to enjoy. Register by October 1st for the early bird rate. To register for the Apple Trample 5K, go online to the festival website at msahf.com. Be a part of this community tradition. Run or walk the Bob Bariner Apple Trample 5K.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna call my parents. Dad, come over. The brisket's done.
The Traeger Connected Experience. Everything you need for epic flavor, and then some.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Welcome back to Klein Court here in Inwood, West Virginia, and Musselman High School to continue pregame coverage. This varsity matchup between Martinsburg and Musselman. We'll get you our coaches' interviews that we had before pregame. Nick Verzolini called up with Musselman head coach Sean Martz, and myself called up with head coach of the Bulldogs, Mike Nelson. We'll give you those now, starting with Sean Martz.
All right, here with Coach Nelson in Martinsburg.
We'll actually start with Coach Nelson.
All right, here with Coach Nelson, the Martinsburg Bulldogs. First of all, Coach, we saw your team on Thursday against Hedgesville. Coming out of that game, what was the main takeaway you had from that one to kind of build on for this next part of the season?
Well, we felt like our energy was a little low Thursday night against Hedgesville. We talked as a group. They didn't pursue every ball like we wanted them to. Their energy was just down. It's almost like we felt like they had lost before they even started the match. So that definitely was a conversation we had after that game, and something we're looking to improve on tonight for sure.
So coming into Musselman here tonight, obviously defending state champions, is there something about, what is it about Musselman that you think it is that it makes them so hard to beat, really?
Well, their program's been established. I know Sean's been here for many years, and they've established a good program here over the years. It's built up from the club level and up, and I know he helped start the rec program as well. So that's been a huge benefit to this program. They continue to just train properly. They teach the correct technique. And it definitely shows in their program, and that's what we're looking to do at Martinsburg eventually.
What's going to be your focus tonight in this match against the Applemen?
Our girls spoke. We definitely want to get more energy, pursue the ball, but first contact's key. We need to pass well. We need to serve well. When we do pass, we want to get some kills. We've been struggling getting kills. We feel like we're hitting right at the other team's defense a lot. So certainly those are going to be our areas for tonight.
And finally, you're going to be here on Musselman's home court. What do you kind of tell your team when they're going into some of these road games, make sure that they stay in the right mindset?
Yeah, this is definitely a tough environment to play in. They always bring a good supporting group into the gym here. So we talk about high standards in our gym, so we want them just to focus on those standards. Good communication, being a great teammate, pursuing every ball. Those are the things they just need to focus on, what they can control and not the crowd and things like that.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
We're now joined by the head coach of the Musselman Applemen, Sean Martz. Coach, your team coming in 14-7 on the year to this match. What have you liked from the team so far this season?
Well, we played a pretty tough schedule already. Played a lot of good teams, high-level teams this weekend. We lost a lot of close matches this weekend. We competed really hard. We just got to clean a few things up. Servicing is still work in progress. I really like that we're serving the ball. I like that we're competing. We just got to... We're losing a few close sets here. We got to just figure out a way to win a couple more rallies here toward the end of these sets. But
EPAC play starting to pick up a little bit. You got this Martinsburg team tonight. What do you know about them so far this year, and what are you going to try to do to get the win?
Honestly, I don't know much. I know they're struggling a little bit record-wise. Certainly, we're not going to take them lightly. I say this every time. It's more about what we're doing on our side, and we're not too focused on them. Let's take care of the ball on our side, and we think good things will happen for us around here.
Do you think having that mentality has helped your program be successful over the years?
Yeah, I think our whole thing, and it's cliche coach talk. We're focused on the process, not the outcome. I think a little bit this weekend we had a rivalry match with Jameswood. I think we got caught up a little bit too much worrying about the outcome, and me included, myself included. I think we need to get back just focusing on little things and the process of, hey, let's win each rally, one rally at a time. Let's execute, and I think good things will happen. The scoreboard will take care of itself.
Your team's already played 21 matches this year, and your girls, a lot of them play year-round. How helpful has that been, and also how do you think that helps them during the season when you're playing a lot of matches to stay focused and stay, healthy and stuff?
Yeah, and I think it's important this time of year. Like, we're on a 4-week road trip every weekend. It's kind of the grind of the season for us. I think it's important to try to manage their bodies. We gave them off yesterday. We usually give them off every Monday after a road trip. And we're going to go light tomorrow, probably pick it up on Thursday. It's just, it's kind of a balancing. We want to get quality reps in, but we want to manage their bodies and manage their arms and their legs. And so we still have some strong legs for this weekend. So, it's kind of a balancing act.
All right, Coach, anything else?
Nah, I'm good.
All right, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
I'm joined by head coach of the Spring Mills Cardinals, Luke Salmons. Coach, been a little while since we've had you on TV10, since that Fort Hill win. What have you seen from your team since then, and where have you made some improvements, and what do you still need to work on?
We've improved by playing better teams. We went up to Wheeling and we played Lindsley, Wheeling Central Catholic, and we learned that we can compete with anyone as long as we just stick.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer. But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Here, just under 2 minutes left on the clock here as we wind down warm-ups. Musselman currently out on the court. Martinsburg gotten their warm-ups in already. Before we get to the in-house introductions for the players, we'll get you the introductions of our own, starting with the visiting Martinsburg Bulldogs varsity squad. Looks like this. Number 1, Aubrey Killian. Number 5, Avery Sifford. Number 6, Addison Sifford. Number 10, Lily Campbell. Number 13, Cameron Sine. Number 17, Emma Bass. Number 18, Riley DeLauder. Number 19, Katie Zittle. Number 20, Skylar Bishop. Number 21, Ellie Mosby. Number 23, Anise Villa. Number 27, Addison Strovel. And number 34, Kiera Rhodes. And for the home team, the defending state champion, Musselman Applemen. Their roster looks like this for varsity. Some carries over from JV to varsity. Number 2, Raylan Kisner. Number 3, Bianca Hutzler. Number 4, Reese Troxler. Number 5, Amaya King. Number 6, Ashley Fox. Number 7, Ella Collis. Number 8, Ada McCoy. Number 9, Ava Dunnigan. Number 10, Ashlyn Weatherholtz. Number 11, Olivia Alice. Number 12, Olivia Orleana. Number 14, Kendall Watcher. Number 17, Maddie Shelton. Number 21, Keely Chrisman. Number 24, Avery Lark. Number 25, Allie Miller. The Bulldogs, again, coached by Mike Nelson, and Musselman coached by Sean Martz. While the teams are introduced out here on the court, Dylan Bishop and Jim Klein here with you for TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Jim, some final thoughts going into this one before we get things started.
Yeah, well, first off, let's just say, I want to give a shout-out to one of my number 1 fans, Alexis Madison Klein. My wonderful daughter's watching tonight with my granddaughter, Remy. Glad to have them in the audience out in YouTube land. I'm excited about this match. I think that Martinsburg, on paper, has a good team. I think that their record belies them. I think that they're worthy of a higher ranking than where they currently are. If you use the coach speak that we got from Coach Nelson, good energy, you've got to remain positive. Resilient is the word. He mentioned that they lost before they start. If Martinsburg can remain resilient, and then what did I say? I'd never even heard the warm-up. I'm sorry, the interview. He talked about how important first contact is. If they can have a good first contact, which results in running the full complement of offense, then you have a chance to get Musselman out of system.
All right, we'll take a 3-minute break here to get ready for the national anthem to be played and get ready for the varsity match to start. This is EPAC Volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Again, we'll take a 3-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have the start of the varsity match.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come
from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Laura. Hey, Laura. What's with the sunglasses? Ouch!
The word is spreading. Bechtel Jewelers is home to some dangerously brilliant diamonds.
See the difference at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood. Sunglasses not included.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back to Klein Court. We're ready to go here. Musselman and Martinsburg. Apologies for technical difficulties there, but we're getting ready. Teams are out on the court. Looking at who's going to start things out for both sides.
Martinsburg's shown that they've got the serve based on where Bishop's standing.
It'll be Skylar Bishop does look ready to serve first. You see Avery Siffer, the libero. Anise Villa, Kiara Rhodes, Riley DeLauder, and Ellie Mosby out to start things out for Martinsburg. Looks like Alice, Fox, Watcher up front for Musselman to start, and in the back, McCoy, Miller, and Dunnigan. We'll serve that one right at the libero, Dunnigan, and first point, Ada McCoy mangles that one.
Yeah, the mangler was way off the net on that. It was a good cut. She went hard angle, beat Mosby to the inside.
For 1-0.
And Bishop, it was an aggressive serve. The difference is that Musselman had an outstanding good, first contact.
Ashley Fox first to serve for the Applemen. Backline Villa.
Another good pass. That's Miller.
Alice, the lefty, on the right side. Go to Rhodes. Tough play for Allie Miller to dive for. Can't quite get it. 1-1. We're evened up. Ella Collis now out for the Applemen. We'll go to Rhodes on the serve. Watcher sets up for Alice. See if that was blocked on the net or if it never went over at all. Either way, point to the Bulldogs.
I think it was off touch. I think it was off block. It's a good swing. I like the lefty out there.
Rhodes sends
overpass.
Miller. Overpass. Mosby makes him pay almost.
Watcher's got to either play the ball below the plane of the net or above the plane of the net. She's a back row player, can't play it above. She's got to get low, bring the ball away from the net.
3-1 Martinsburg. Fast start for the Bulldogs. Rhodes
with a good serve.
There's a dive.
Low.
Alice had to use the right hand for that one.
Here she came in.
Siffer from the back line. We'll go to McCoy again. Off touch, and then back to the back wall of the gym. 2 kills for Ada McCoy already.
Yeah, Coach Marks talking to her about finishing through the ball, pushing the ball to the net, using her feet. We've talked about that in previous matches. Used to tell the kids, my setters, you set the ball with your feet first.
Avery Lark, and now the new server, Bianca Hutzler in. Villa from the back, just barely gets that one to stay in. Gets the kill, 4-2. Big play by Villa.
in the defense of the Lions person to the chagrin of the stadium. I thought the ball was touched off block. From my angle, I've got a pretty good angle.
Sifford,
I thought the serve was out.
I think it was. Allie Miller gets the touch on it. It goes back to the other back wall of the gym. So it's 5-2 Martinsburg.
Yeah, Musselman's not an easy place to begin with to play. I mean, you're playing a state champion, perennial, and then you got the crowd.
Overpass on the serve receive. Allie Miller.
Oh, I like that Strovel stayed to block the free ball. Good defense by Lark. Little low.
McCoy.
Good adjustment by McCoy.
When all else fails, go to Ada McCoy.
Yeah, McCoy looks at Hutzler and says up a little. You know, it's all about the timing. McCoy did a great job at speeding up the approach. You know, I used to tell my hitters there's no such thing as a bad set unless the referee blows the whistle, but it doesn't mean that, you know, the in-system play is perfect.
Now,
great pass.
Maddie Shelton serving off the block. Point goes to Martinsburg. Blocks goes out.
So she, you know, attempted to tool the block. What I'd like to see is the sets being worked across the entire front row. In that case, it worked in Villa's favor, but the defense seems to be king on her outside.
6'3" Applemen. Katie Zittel serves a line drive in. Dunnigan and Crispin couldn't decide who was going to go after that one. 7-3.
Yeah, Coach said that they worked on attitude. And the thing is you've got the lead right now. Got lots of smiles.
Big first contact up in the air by Crispin. Falls to the floor. What a run by the Bulldogs. It's 8-3.
Yeah, we talked about this in the pregame, in the discussion, you know, with Crispin playing more on the outside now. She's getting more, deeper into the serve receives. Contact. Bullet serve again.
Little Lark. Too much on it.
Yeah, and after the two serve receive errors, it's in a situation where you just can't have the hitting error. Lark's got to know, got to really strike the ball, follow through, snap down.
9-3.
Lark has the smallest block in her face of the front row right now.
Zittel serves it into the net.
Good run. Good run by Zittel.
Now Dunnigan will serve at 9-4.
Knuckleball, and that's trouble.
It'll be a tough play. Skylar Bishop ends up getting it over. Crispin finds the middle. No one home. 9-5.
So this is where you need to see that resilience that Coach Nelson was talking about. Martinsburg's got to shake it off and get the side out right here. Decent first pass. Bishop's the only opportunity. And then an overpass gets Bishop another big swing.
Musselman's been able to handle it.
Crispin has to stand by. It's a lollipop, almost like a free ball. Zittel with the jump set goes to McCoy, or not McCoy, goes to Addison Strobel. Addison launches it. Got to keep the ball in front of her.
9-6 now. 3 in a row for the Applemen, just like that.
Yeah, she over-approached. Got to keep the ball behind her.
And that one's tough. Over by the net. Avery Lark finishes the job. 4 in a row. It's 9-7 now. We saw in the JV match, second set, Bulldogs go up 12-6, and then the Applemen rattle off a 14-2 run. We'll see if the varsity Applemen can do something similar.
Perfect pass.
Villa soft touch on that one. McCoy was there. Crispin off the block. Gets it to go. It's a kill for Crispin.
Yeah, Bishop gets the full touch. You just got to penetrate.
9-8 now. Dunnigan sends that one. And the right call by Martinsburg to let it go. Couldn't quite sneak it into the corner.
Yeah, that was an aggressive serve. Deep 5. when the line person's got to move their feet to determine whether the ball's in or out, you know it's a pretty close serve.
10-8, Anise Villa.
Oh, good pass by Chrisman.
What they do with it, they'll do nothing with it. No one called for it. 11-8. Everyone was waiting for someone else to take it.
Yeah, Musselman's a little bit flat right now. Coach Martz implores them to let's go.
Villa at McCoy. Hutzler, Chrisman. Zittle's going to go to Rhodes on the left side.
Rhodes a little bit of a mishit. Not quite a free ball, but she makes up for it with the stuff block.
The roof there, Rhodes and Strovel up at the net. 12-8. Martinsburg fending off a bit of a run there to get it back up to a 4-point lead.
Wow, Villa with a very aggressive serve. Oh, team's got to talk. He went the back row coming forward playing that.
Rhodes gets the kill. 13-8.
Yeah, back row coming forward. You want them actually. McCoy might have even been able to take a swing at that. Lark running backwards from the 2 position. Tough situation. Oh my, another bullet serve.
Chrisman's got to send a free ball. They'll go Bishop. Handled by McCoy. Now Chrisman again.
Nice cut.
Right down the line, left to right.
Yeah, when she swings, she makes contact. The thumb comes through the ball first. A cut shot, severe angle inside the 10 line. It's a great swing by Chrisman. Almost kind of felt like something different happened in that play. Musselman just kind of amped it up just a little bit.
13-9.
Ooh, and that might have been out. Watcher might have got the bailout. Could see it on her face.
It ends up an ace. 2 in a row for Musselman, 13-10 now. Watcher serves again, lines it at Sifford. Villa's going to serve for Rhodes.
Great swing by Rhodes. Holy moly. That is a kill over the block in the front row. Very aggressive swing.
Back to 14-10 now. Dunnigan couldn't handle that one. You can't say that too often.
And this is not a small front row for Martinsburg. And suddenly Musselman's in a situation where their front row is just a little bit smaller.
Diving for his Watcher. It's an ace. The Bulldogs coming out with a much different look than against Hedgesville on Thursday. Hedgesville didn't have a ton of trouble taking that one in straight sets. And right now we're at 15-10. Obviously time for Musselman to come back in this one, but strong start. Fox.
So they're saying it went, which it did not appear to me that the ball would higher than the plane of the net, but so someone on Martinsburg's team gets credit for a block there.
16-10. Watcher's going to set up. Chrisman fires that one.
They have a touch call. There is a touch call.
The contact point goes to Musselman, 16-11.
Yeah, so I have obstructive view. I cannot see the lines person. So what I looked at was the ball. I did not see spin on the ball coming off the block. So it was hard for me to verify that there was a touch. You're typically off touch. When you get that little nick, there's going to see increased spin. Ball appeared to roll flat. And a service error.
Leads back up to 6 now for Martinsburg, 17-11. Skylar Bishop sends that one at Dunnigan. Shepherd University commits Skylar Bishop. And back on the other side, Ada McCoy, 4th kill of the set. She's trying to get the Applemen back into this one.
Well, McCoy has that ability. The thing is they just stole the serve from Bishop, and Bishop is the highest scoring server on the Martinsburg squad. And now Musselman brings in its highest scoring server. And to no avail. Both teams side out the respective kill leaders for each squad.
Ellie Mosby from the middle gets the kill. It's 18-12 Martinsburg.
Yeah, not kill leader. I meant to say ace leader. The respective ace leaders for both squads were both sided out in one play.
Kara Rhodes serving again. Go Olivia Alice.
Yeah, Alice with a big swing, like that left-hander over there.
DeLauder tries to cut it across. Musselman keeps it alive. Dunnigan.
Oh, great swing by Dunnigan. No approach.
Tap. And it's roofed by McCoy.
Is roofed. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you can't go up there lackadaisically. You got to be aggressive. Pick your spot and push it past the block. We used to tell our middles they need to hit the V. They got to shoot the V. It can never go straight.
So a 3-3 even split in the last 6 points. Still a 5-point lead for Martinsburg. Bianca Hutzler with the serve. Bishop sets up Villa. Too much on it. Villa gets a lot of height on her jump. Not a tall player, but can play up at the line, at the net, with that vertical leap. But too much on that one this time. 18-14.
Yeah, Martinsburg's got to get a pass right here. Oh, no.
That was Cameron's sign. First contact. Villa took a little bit off of that one and hung up on the net.
Okay, this is the free ball. Oh, it's a miscommunication between Miller and Dunnigan. McCoy makes him pay.
Again. 18-15 now. Musselman on the comeback trail. And there's a timeout by Coach Nelson. We'll take the timeout with them for 30 seconds. We'll be back for more EPAC volleyball here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Back here in Inwood at Klein Court, Musselman High School. Been a surprising first set. Martinsburg's had control for most of it, but 3 points in a row for Musselman trying to make the comeback. Bianca Hutzler gets an ace, make it 4. The Applemen trying to come back in this one.
Be interesting to see if Hutzler sticks with that Sifford sign alley right there.
She does go back to a diving play by side.
They've not figured it out. You can swing the other way. There's other things you can do.
McCoy again. The Mangler strikes again.
Yeah, they got to get out of this rotation.
5 straight. Out goes sign, in comes Rhodes.
Yeah, Rhodes had a great trip across the front row last time. Let's see if she comes in the back row, plays with confidence.
Hutzler clips the net.
Oh, way outside.
Villa.
Off block, she told him.
It's another kill for Villa, 19-17.
Yeah, Larkin Collis just got beat.
Sifford sends that one to Miller.
Great serve. Oh, my, there's a shoot
Back
outside.
To McCoy. The dump by Bishop.
Yeah, that's the equivalent of free ball. McCoy has to take a swing with no approach. And now Martinsburg gets a chance. Low.
Back to Villa. Lasered. Musselman kept it alive.
Good J stroke by Sifford.
Tap that time by Villa.
Villa's got all kinds of crazy hops.
Back and forth, and McCoy does it again. It went off the tape at the net. So once again, the Applemen are able to cut it to 1.
Well, Shelton had a real good JV match. She started the first set with 7 consecutive serves.
She'll get this one. They'll go to Villa, left side again, out. And we're tied.
I believe that's Villa's second hitting error. In that scenario, so far off the net, I mean, mistakes are inevitable. Just got to think about the timing. Risk versus reward.
7-1 run for the Applemen. They'll go Villa again. Taps it, doesn't get enough on it, make it 8-1. And finally, the Applemen get the lead back for the first time since 1-0. Shelton sends it again. Too much on it. We're tied at 20. And just like that, Shelton will come out. And McCoy's back in.
Zittle had a nice little run last time serving. Or if there was ever a time to perform.
Sends it done again, high up in the air.
This has got to be a roll, and she does. But, man, she finds the soft spot.
Feels like she always does. 21-20 after the kill by Keely Chrisman. Dunnigan serves, and it's just out right in front of the line, Judge.
Yeah, I think that's where she missed last time.
Yeah.
She served a couple in a row and then missed right on that corner, that deep 5.
21-21. And Villa returns the service error right back.
Yeah, Martinsburg just can't get down. Villa's had 3 bad touches in a row. My goodness. She's such a dynamic athlete. Just a little bit of a lapse. Watch her with a chance now to extend the lead.
Gets that one to drop in front of Sifford. Rhodes
off block. Great swing.
Just like that, we're tied again, 22 apiece.
Yeah, Rhodes is having a good match. Good first set. I like the way she's swinging outside.
Strovel will serve right at McCoy. In the middle, it's Alice. Too much on it. 23-22 Bulldogs. Strovel at Alice.
Wow, right at the stack, which is a very tough position.
Chrisman
has to go off 1 foot, and Mosby and Bishop cannot execute the block. Chrisman just beats them. Gotta close those hands. Thumbs up.
It's not denied that time. 23-23. As close as you can get here at the end. It's an ace off Rhodes. 24-23. It's set point for Musselman. And there's the timeout by Martinsburg. We'll keep it here through the timeout. Again, 24-23 Musselman. Last chance for Martinsburg to stay alive in this one, as it was at one point 18-12 Martinsburg. So a big rally by the Applemen, but it's been tough for Musselman to get anything sustained for long periods, the way that Hedgesville was able to against Martinsburg on Thursday, just 5 days ago. Set point. Miller goes at Rhodes again.
Oh, man, I wish if Mosby stays back, she could take a swing at that. McCoy with the quick. Didn't see. It's called in on this side.
That's it. Yeah, the line judge opposite side thought it was out, but the closer official calls it in. 25-23. Just about as close as it gets without going into extra frames, if you want to call it that. Musselman keeps the streak alive of winning sets against Martinsburg. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be back for set number 2 between the Applemen and the Bulldogs. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 1 minute.
The Martinsburg Bulldogs remain undefeated so far, but this Friday the Jefferson Cougars will try and change that trend.
Matt drops back, looking to far side. Has pressure.
on the out route on the far side. It's caught by Musgrove. Musgrove somehow gets past 3 defenders and into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Pre-game coverage starts at 6 p.m. with kickoff set for 7, right here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
It's the excitement of NCAA Division II football on TV 10 featuring the Shepherd University Rams.
Dorner says not over yet. Dorner to the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown Shepherd as he high steps his way in.
Join us this Saturday as Shepherd returns home to take on the Kutztown Golden Bears. Kickoff is set for noon with pregame coverage beginning at 11:30 a.m. right here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
A close call for Musselman there in set number 1. They take it 25-23 over Martinsburg. And Martinsburg had a big lead in about the middle of that set, 18-12. But the Applemen battled back, and they're able to take it at the end there, Jim.
Yeah, so Martinsburg uses its first time out at 18-15. Musselman goes on a 9-5 run. 24-23 with the final timeout, ultimately finishing at a 10-5 run as they prevail 25-23 in set 1. A lot of what we talked about in pregame was reinforced in the first set. Martinsburg, when they needed that, to pull through that resilience, they just made a couple more mistakes than Musselman at the end. However, they remained resilient throughout the first 2/3 of that set. Musselman was a little bit sloppy. Martinsburg, if they come out with the same intensity, if they can maintain it, it'd be very interesting to see what happens in the second set.
Again, it's been since 2020 since the Bulldogs have taken any sets off of Musselman. Before that match on September 22nd of that year, you have to go back to 2014 in November of that year. And the Bulldogs were almost able to get it there, so it's been tough sledding for Martinsburg to take sets off of the Applemen. We'll see if they can at least keep coming close, if they can get them out to another lead and sustain it this time, or if the Applemen are going to come back with a vengeance here in set 2 and forward, try to sweep the Bulldogs again. So we'll see Raylan Kisner.
Well, you got to see how's Martinsburg going to come out, and how is Musselman going to come out, and without a doubt, Martinsburg has to come out quick. It's Musselman serve, second and fourth set. Miller missed her first serve in the first set, I believe. So we're going to see what's going to happen here real quick.
And off we go. Sends it at Rhodes. Or excuse me, that's DeLauder.
Great swing to start the set.
They'll go to McCoy early, cuts it down the line, and gets it to go. It's another kill for Ada McCoy. A very talented 6-foot junior.
Yeah, just great court awareness. I mean, the blocks, you can't hit straight. She finds the cut, goes with a severe angle.
Miller's second serve goes out. So evened up at 1 apiece. Same start as we had to the first set. 1 point for Musselman and then 1 point for Martinsburg.
Yeah, both defensive specialists serving aggressive at the 5.
Skylar Bishop first to serve for Martinsburg, and hit by Alice will be too far.
Yeah, I still like that swing. Keep in mind, that's a freshman.
And to be getting playing time on this team as a freshman, it says a lot. But there's freshman moments always. Ashley Fox hits this one too far, so 3-1 start once again for Martinsburg. Same score that we had 4 points in set number 1.
Bishop, the leading scorer for Martinsburg, comes in with the set. Could have called hands there. Not even sure that one across the net.
I'm not sure either.
Big block.
But in the end, the point goes to the Bulldogs.
I have a great angle to see where the ball is contacting the tape on the net. And if more than half of the ball is below the tape, of course, that doesn't mitigate the touch, because the touch counts as it restarts the touch count.
Bishop sends that one low at Miller.
Oh, that's a good swing. And there's a net violation. And the violation is on 34, calling it on Rhodes.
So that is the second point up on the board for the Applemen. But it's been mistakes, self-inflicted by both sides for most of the points in this set. Fox serves at Rhodes, and that's an ace.
Yeah, Fox averaging almost an ace per set. She picks up one quick.
Yep, 1-4 right there, very early on, 4-3.
Yeah, according to Max Preps, she came into the match with 40 aces, 0.8 aces per set.
Rhodes will put this one over. Miller
Perfect
handled.
pass.
McCoy with the left. Villa from the back line, too much on it. And Villa shows that incredible athleticism, but hasn't always been able to rein it in between the lines so far. 4-4 now. Fox gets it to slide off the tape, the top of the net. 5-4.
Yeah, Fox with another ace.
2 so far for Fox. 3 straight points for the Applemen. Another one from Fox. Make it 3.
See, that's a communication thing. You don't know who is, you know, where people are positioned behind you. So calling someone off, we used to use one word. We would call mine, and you would continue calling until you played the ball. Mine, 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 mine.
6-4 Applemen.
Perfect pass by Villa.
Rhodes
with a big swing. Watcher with a good dig.
McCoy. And this time Martinsburg's able to keep it alive.
DeLauder with that was DeLauder with a good swing from the offhand. And over the block.
Second time's the char on that volley. Ada McCoy gets herself another kill.
Yeah, DeLauder had a good swing from the opposite. Musselman just played better defense.
7-4 now. Fox still getting the serve, but that'll be her last one. Sends that one too far over the heads of everyone. 7-5 now.
And Martinsburg's still in a good position here. It's 57, 5-7. You're still in, striking distance. Got to keep chipping away.
Kira Rhodes now serving. Send it right side for Alice. Too much on it again. Hasn't been able to get the accuracy on her hit so far.
She's got to swing through it. Snap, follow through.
7-6 Musselman. Kisner.
Yeah, Kisner over-approached.
And Mosby takes advantage eventually. Set back to her a second time. She ties it up. 7-7.
And Mosby deposits the ball exactly where she wants it. Whole hand on the ball.
Rhodes again. McCoy, tough play.
It's going to be a free ball.
Bishop sets up Mosby middle. She gets it. Martinsburg takes back the lead, 8-7.
Well, Kisner's a little small in the middle compared to Mosby, so, you're asking her to do a lot. She's got to put her nose on the ball, go thumbs up, reach way into it. And then they pick on her.
Go to
McCoy with a miss hit off one foot.
Rhodes.
Back row attack by Rhodes.
Alice this time to Sifford. Close
plenty
up
of
to
room, plenty. You don't want to dump that. Good. Oh, free ball out of. Oh, good transition move up the line.
McCoy. Another kill.
McCoy almost grabbed a six-pack on that. Six-pack we used to call that as a spike off the forehead. Bishop with great instinct. She gets her hands up, protects her face.
We're back, knotted up at 8 apiece. Bianca Hutzler, the sophomore, serves. Go to Villa on the left side, off the block. Hutzler sets up McCoy. Nothing doing. Villa from the back.
There's a quick.
Back to McCoy. Tough play. Keeping it alive. Dunnigan's going to go back to McCoy from tough approaches to the ball. They go back to Villa. Off the hand of Hutzler. And Villa finally gets herself a kill after a bit of a drought, 9-8. So Avery Sifford serving now as Addison Sifford also.
Oh, my, good pass. Great serve. Good pass. Oh.
Early jump from Kisner. Tough play. Cutting it over to the middle is Riley DeLauder. Giving the Bulldogs a 10-8 lead. DeLauder again.
Oh, this is trouble on the pass.
That's an ace for the Bulldogs. Back up 3 points once more. 11-8. Sifford. They're going to go back to McCoy.
Slowed the block, slowed it down enough to get defense. And
Block,
then Villa wins through the block.
Kisner couldn't get out of the way of that one. Popped right back up in the air. 12-8 Bulldogs. Hutzler to McCoy. Soft touch handled by Martinsburg. Villa off the block. Another kill for East Villa. Puts the Bulldogs up by 5 again. Similar sort of stretch here in the middle of set 2 to what we saw in the middle of set 1.
Villa's got mad hops. Her size.
Absolutely. They're going to go back to McCoy.
Line.
Overpass.
Again, Bishop with the shark.
And this time McCoy cuts it to the right side and gets the kill. And now we'll see some changes.
Got to get a block on McCoy every swing. Got to get there.
Maddie Shelton coming in the serve. Keely Chrisman back in as well. At 13-9, the lefty freshman serves. Overpass by Martinsburg.
See, I'd like to see the block get rid of that so you don't have to deal with the kill, but
will they
got
get
a
it
chance.
over?
No,
Doesn't-
nope.
Not able to in the end.
Chrisman gets a kill out of that.
That makes it 13-10. Again, the Applemen going to try to come back here in the middle of the set, take back control like they did in set number 1.
The left-hander Shelton is just an aggressive server. That's off block. Oh, guess it's not off block. Okay. My bad.
I'll say it wasn't at the very least. 13-11. So the Applemen 3 in a row now.
Well, it was good coverage, even though it didn't go over. Martinsburg's defense played good coverage.
Villa.
Well, that's through the block.
Right at Dunnigan.
Well, this is quick.
Chrisman has it sent back.
All right, Martinsburg gets a free ball. This is where you got to use it.
There's a dump by Skylar Bishop. Catches them sleeping. 14-11. Bulldogs get the serve back on their side, and it's Katie Zittel. Send that
Oh,
one
my.
line.
Flat bullet. Dunnigan with a play. And Chrisman gets the kill off block.
Chrisman at it again.
And Zittel was right there. She committed to the good defense, and the ball just ricocheted off the block.
We're 14-12 now. Ava Dunnigan. Libero serves.
Yep, she goes to the 5. It was a good pass by Sifford.
Strovel punches that one over. Hutzler sets up Chrisman again. Blocked at the net. This time Martinsburg is able to get it back over.
Oh, mishit by Lark. There's got to be some. Oh, guys, got to figure it out. Got to talk. Can't give that free ball.
Chrisman roofed. Addison Strovel. McStuffin stuffs it.
Yeah, well, I just like it when the defense follows the ball along. You know, the middle follows the ball on every play until the ball passes them. Then they got to hustle back in transition for a short approach. This is tight.
Rhodes on the left side. Dunnigan dives on it.
Rhodes goes over.
Crispin
oh,
punches
my.
it over.
Yeah, that's just heartbreaking for Martinsburg, but a very smart play by Chrisman, finding that soft middle over block.
15-13.
Martinsburg's playing real good defense, and then Martinsburg finds the soft spot over the block.
This was the exact point of set one that Musselman made their run. They're not going to quite do it the same way this time around. As Watcher sends that one too far, service error. Again, Musselman was down 18-12 in set number one and came back to win 25-23. Here we sit 16-13.
Oh, good pass by Strovel. She's in, Bishop's in. But she beats the block. She beats Fox. That's that set in no man's land. It's set halfway between the middle and the opposite, the two, so it sucks the hitter into the middle blocker.
Strovel serving now. They'll go middle for Fox. Flips off the
Rhodes
tape.
with the save. Bishop, oh my goodness, and the block is out. Bishop throws the chicken wing out and saves it.
Big time point there for Musselman. Chrisman got the handle on that one. 17-14.
Yeah, it's just a court awareness thing. Bishop instinctively tries to dig, and the ball's out of bounds. She lets it drop.
Allie Miller's serve hooks to the right. Pushed it.
Miller and Dunnigan both going for the fives. I like serving that tight five.
18-14. Skylar Bishop back serving. They'll go left side. Alice. And it's sent back by Martinsburg.
Yeah, but Alice with that left-hander, she got that big swing. That's a big swing. I mean, off block, they ate her up, but it's a big front row.
19-14. Send it at Miller again. McCoy.
And that's a big front row. The Mangler.
Way off the block, sends it.
Yeah, she hit it down into the block. She told him.
19-15 now.
Yeah, and again, Bishop, who leads Martinsburg in aces, can't score. Just a tough defensive lineup for Musselman.
Ashley Fox gets an ace.
Rhodes gets caught.
The fourth ace of the set for Ashley Fox.
Yeah, Fox, that's what she does.
She had three of those in the beginning of the set when Martinsburg was up 4-2 and Musselman went on a run.
Oh, good pass by Villa. And Mosby does what she does. Good, but see where it starts with the first touch? First touch, perfect. Setter can do whatever she wants with that.
We're at 20-16. Martinsburg keeps the lead, but it goes back down to 3. 2017.
It's just, you know, and Rhodes has played so well. Just a tough 2 touches in a row. She has a serve-receive error, and then it's almost like she didn't bounce back from that and then goes to the end line and service error. It just hurts so much.
20-17. Bianca Hutzler sends this one.
A knuckleball, but a perfect pass.
And Villa with the strike down into the floor.
And she went line.
21-17.
Yeah, she went line. She challenged Lark on the outside.
Four points to win the set, and it's a 4-point lead. Sifford clips the top of the net. It's McCoy off block. Bishop sets up Villa. Gets it to go.
It's a small, yeah, she takes advantage of Kisner.
There's a timeout for Musselman. at 22-17. We'll take the break with them for 30 seconds. EPAC Volleyball on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube as Martinsburg looks to take a set off of Musselman. We'll be right back after this 30-second break. Actually,
when will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
– 22-17 Martinsburg. Allie Miller sends this one.
Good swing, and it's trouble.
And yes, it is. Hits off the tape. 22-18.
Miller with the aggressive back row play. Boy, talk about the pressure. The pressure on Shelton. Yikes. The freshman comes in and has to serve at 18-22.
Sends that one over. Villa, they'll go back to her. Off the block. Dunnigan keeps it alive.
Kristen's going to get a roll. Martinsburg with another perfect pass. DeLauder comes off block.
Hutzler set up Chrisman again. Blocked again by Martinsburg.
That's McCoy. Addison Strovel with the stuff block.
23-18. Looking to end the streak of Musselman taking sets off of the Bulldogs. Katie Zittel.
Oh, very aggressive serve at 23-18. Yikes. Zittel's calm and cool as the underside of the pillow.
Bishop. Tough play.
Oh, my
Musselman
goodness.
somehow able to keep it. And Kisner able to settle it down. Still a 4-point deficit for Musselman, though. Only 2 points to work with. 23-19. Ava Dunnigan will serve. Zittle's going to set up Bishop left side, and it never goes. Well, Lark and Fox there.
I thought Fox got all of that. Martinsburg with a timeout. Now, boss, what are we going to do?
23-20. Musselman with 2 in a row. We'll keep it here through the break. As again, Martinsburg looking to take a set off of Musselman for the first time since September of 2020. And again, before that match, you have to go back to November of 2014. Every match in between those two has been a sweep for Musselman. They almost got it done in set number 1. They're looking to finish it off here in set number 2.
Each team with 1 timeout remaining. Dunnigan, you got to be thinking about the 5 spot. She goes to 5-6 seam. This is a free ball.
What will Musselman do with it? Hutzler sets up. Lark gets the roof.
Yeah, and that's
Musselman.
It's unfortunate for Musselman, but think about what they just did. I mean, it was a perfect pass, so Hutzler can go wherever she wants. She can set Fox in the middle, come right back to Chrisman. She back sets, trying to catch Martinsburg unprepared, but Martinsburg has been very aggressive, and they eat alive.
Set point for the Bulldogs.
Villa super aggressive. Shelton makes the play. Chrisman with the kill.
Huge kill for Keeley Chrisman.
Musselman must play perfect.
They need 3 in a row to make it a win by 2 situation in the set. Watcher.
Yikes, that was so close to being out. And a replay because the lines person interferes.
Wow. That Rhodes went for it, and the lines person was in her path. And Martz is going to protest this one. We'll see if anything comes from it. Sends Keely Chrisman over. What do you think of this one, Jim?
The Lions people are considered part of the court.
It doesn't look like they'll give Musselman the point.
The Lions people are considered part of the court, just like an official on the football field.
And they'll say replay the point anyway. 24-21. Chrisman off the block. It falls.
We've said this before. I think that the replay should only be used in extreme circumstances. For example, if the ball is served when the down official's not looking, or, a referee mistake is not.
Still set point for Martinsburg. Set it up. Bishop off the block.
Shoot.
Chrisman pushes it.
Oh, this is real tight.
Rhodes.
And she's under. Rhodes is under. Rhodes was under.
Point goes to the Applemen.
Yep.
So they just need one more point here. We're going to get the last timeout taken by Martinsburg. We'll keep it here through this break. 24-23 Martinsburg. Again, just one more point from the Applemen will make it to where the set has to do it by 2.
And see, this is something else that I really don't like in the match. The Lions people, the R2 should not be at the stanchion. They should be in their positions, ready to go. The delay actually works against Musselman, the fact that the officials aren't ready for play immediately.
Out of the timeout, Kendall Watcher's going to send over one more serve. She does it. Sends it at Sifford. Zittle's going to set up Rhodes. Off the block. It might get over just barely, but Skylar Bishop off the overpass. The free ball gets the set for the Bulldogs. And again, that's just the second time in 9 seasons the Bulldogs have taken a set off of the Applemen. 25-23, just like the first set, except this one goes to Martinsburg. We'll take a 1-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have the third set tied at 3 apiece between Musselman and Martinsburg. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 1 minute.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back-and-forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk.
See dealer for details.
Ace for the Applemen, but in the end, Martinsburg takes it.
Yeah, and ultimately, I don't think that the replay necessarily impacted the outcome. I mean, it did force Musselman to have to play an extra point. Ultimately, they weren't able to convert, but the fact is that they did still score on the ensuing play. What I'm more impressed with is that Martinsburg is passing the ball very, very well. And when we've talked about the EPAC, and we've talked about the teams that play, we've looked at Spring Mills, we've looked at Martinsburg, and identified that these teams are way better than their record. if they pass the ball well, they've got talent setting and hitting that they can compete with the big guns. The problem is that, the short amount of the match that I saw against Hedgesville, they didn't make good first contacts. In this match tonight, they have. At the end of the first set, there were 3 basically unforced errors, 2 hitting errors and a service error. They dropped the set. In the second set, they didn't make those mistakes. They kept Musselman on their heels with free balls. Kisner in the front row going across is an opportunity for Martinsburg to score. They've got to keep it going. They've got to keep the pedal to the floor, and Bishop can do that.
And she's going to start out set number 3 with an ace. Strong start.
Yep, she leads Martinsburg with 23 aces. That's 24th according to Max Preps yesterday at 0.7 aces per set. And that's a tough set. Results in a free ball.
There we go. It's DeLauder.
DeLauder with the off speed.
And McCoy down the line. Sends it out. First 2 points go to the Bulldogs. Bishop sends that one to McCoy. The set will go back to McCoy. Left hand. He stays alive. Rhodes.
And this is trouble. Back to the center of the court. Nobody panics. Everybody follows. Oh, and a free ball mistake by the freshman.
Wow. 3 straight to open it up for Martinsburg.
Yeah, watch her with 2 questionable sets there to McCoy. Got to put the ball in her right hand.
And Bishop going to end the run there with a service error. 3-1.
In comes another youngster. Collis comes in for a front row.
It'll be Ashley Fox, who had 4 aces in set number 2 alone.
Perfect pass by Martinsburg. Rhodes with a hitting error.
Never goes over. 3-2 now. Martinsburg leads early.
So Collis versus Kisner right now is where we're toying on the middles.
Bishop to Mosby. Gets it in just barely. Pretty definitive call there.
Very
from
definitive.
The line
Yes,
judge.
no question. No question.
She was confident in that one.
Yep. She whipped the flag.
Rhodes. This time, definitively out.
Yeah, see, that's that. Rhodes that sometimes has generated errors in combination. So in the last set, we saw a hitting error followed by a service error, and here she has a hitting error followed by a service error. I'd like to see her shake that off, make a mistake, and then come back with reckless abandon, go for it.
Hutzler serving now. We go to Villa, and that one.
Villa with a hitting error.
Never goes.
I don't think it ever went, yeah.
4-4. We talk about how this is a lot different performance from Martinsburg than on Thursday against Hedgesville. They got the third set, they were able to get 23 points against the Eagles, but the first 2 went 13 and 18 in that pretty definitive sweep by the Eagles as Hutzler's serve goes into the net.
Well, what I'm focusing on Martinsburg is we're seeing in-system plays. We've seen some hitting errors, Rhodes now and Villa, but they're passing the ball very well. And then there's a communication mistake.
It ends up an ace for Avery Sifford. 6-4 Bulldogs. They'll go left side. McCoy. Too much on it. 7-4. Musselman not in their usual form tonight. But that takes nothing away from how Martinsburg has played. 7-4. They currently lead. Hutzler, McCoy.
Yeah.
There she gets it to go.
Yeah, she capitalized on DeLauder working the line. It was a good pass and a good set.
At 7-5, we'll see Reese Troxler one of the stars of the JV team for the Applemen, enter the varsity match for the first time. And Coach Martz immediately has to yell at her to reposition. Strovel. They'll go to Troxler on the left side. And that's 3 hits, and it doesn't go over.
Yeah, that's an unforced error. That's a communication thing. They gotta. She's got to stay out of Bishop's way.
7-6, Bulldogs still lead. It'll be the freshman Maddie Shelton serving.
Yeah, but a good pass. That's a good pass.
Villa blocked.
As it's still in play, Musselman celebrating a little bit.
Oh, and a nice last-second decision by Shelton to let that one go out. Right on the line.
Yeah, Musselman celebrating the block like the play's over, and Martinsburg is scrapping tonight. Tied it back up, no 7-all. Shelton is very calm and cool with the back row.
7-7.
No approach. DeLauder could take an approach.
Troxler again.
Oh, might have been out.
Right at Villa. That's going to end up a point for the Applemen. A kill for Reese Troxler.
Villa's got to reach above her shoulder with one hand to play the ball. You make the assumption that might be out.
Served by Shelton at 8-7 Musselman.
All of a sudden, two plays in a row for Martinsburg out of system, and then Lark gets a kill.
Lark that time makes it 9-7. The Applemen able to get themselves back up to 2 for their lead. Shelton, one more, floats that one. Rainbow. They're going to say they got under it. Shelton started celebrating a little bit like she got an ace. Hutzler to Troxler off the block.
Gotta move your feet. I could have called hands, yeah.
And they will. Eventually they get the call. 10-7. So again, Shelton will serve this time. Sends it over. Service error. Makes it 10-8.
Yeah, Martinsburg all of a sudden looks like there's some fake enthusiasm. Got to do something here to make sure that it's real. The spark exists.
Zittel.
And there's a touch. Troxler with the touch.
Troxler almost got away with it. Just barely made contact on it as the ball was going out. But it does end up an ace for Zittel. She catches a break. 10-9 now. Zittel gets it to clip off the tape at the top of the net, and it falls to the floor.
Yeah,
Going home.
Nothing you can do about that.
Nope.
Your stack's on the other side. Unless you swing the other way, you've got no answer for that.
We're tied back up at 10. Zittel tried to replicate it, but couldn't quite get the perfect angle on it. A little too low this time, doesn't go over. 11-10. Now Ava Dunnigan.
Goes right at the 6.
They'll go to Villa on the right side. Pancake by Shelton. Keeps it alive. Back to Villa off block. Dunnigan keeps it up.
This is tight.
Troxler.
Oh, she's under. Yeah, Troxler was under. In transition off the net.
That point goes to the Bulldogs. We're tied back up.
She made the tip. She landed okay, but then when she went to step off, her foot went under the plane of the net. No part of your body can cross. Good call by the down official. Or 2. Ooh, that might have been out.
I think you're right. They'll go back to Troxler. And off the hands and over the head of Sifford. So Musselman goes back up by 1.
Yeah, and see, it was a mishit kill. So Sifford ends up in a position where she's not sure if it's in because it's floating. It's just running and running and running, but not a hard-driven ball. If it's a hard-driven ball, it's got to be out.
Watcher serves now, 12-11. Kira Rhodes, too much. 13-11 now. Applemen back up by 2.
I mean, you look at Martinsburg's face after that point. They just look dejected. Gotta find a spark.
Last 2 sets, when Musselman got to 13, Martinsburg had already been ahead by 5 points or by 3.
Got to use the free ball right here. Bishop gets, oh man, Dunnigan, such a great dig.
Troxler left side again.
Off block.
Gets the kill off the block. And the sophomore, Reese Troxler.
Clutch.
Coming up big in some playing time here in set number 3. Didn't see her at all in the first 2 sets, but she's coming up big, as she did in the JV match as well. 14-11. Watcher sends it too far. Sifford watches it go. At 14-12, it'll be Addison Strovel serving once more for the Bulldogs. It'll be Alice on the left side. Rhodes sent back by the Applemen. 15-12.
Yeah, Rhodes had a great start to the match, and she's just kind of cooled off just a little bit. Some of her timing's not there. There she sends it right into the heart of the block. She had a hitting error. I think she just pulled off just a little bit.
15-12 Applemen. It'll be the sophomore Allie Miller. You saw playing time significantly.
Oh, and an overpass by Rhodes, and then another overpass.
And eventually it falls. 4-point lead for Musselman. And there's the timeout by Martinsburg. We'll take the break with them for 30 seconds. You're watching EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Ten. (16-12) is our score here in set number 3 between Musselman and Martinsburg. First 2 sets have both gone 25-23, but they split. Applemen winning set number 1 and Bulldogs winning set number 2. Line drive, serve.
Great serve off the timeout. Rhodes trying to do something to get her confidence back.
And there's a big spike and another kill for Ada McCoy.
Off block, but they had the right, Martinsburg had the right defense for that. McCoy just beat him. And there are times where that's what you have to do. You got to pat the ball, clap, and send it back to him.
And this time, the line drive serve goes into the net.
Yeah, Miller serves very, very aggressive. She is all risk all the time.
So it's 17-13. Serve goes back over to Skylar Bishop. We'll go back over to McCoy.
It's a roll. It's actually a good pass. Got to use it. Oh, and Rhodes over approaches.
McCoy again pushes that one way too far.
That almost looked like a little bit of extra energy from frustration.
And Mart's kind of giving her a talking to over there. After that one, 17-14. Alice blocked by Mosby.
My. It's a team stuff.
And a miss hit by DeLauder. Can't get that one to go.
Yep, no approach. No approach. She just goes up static, and then it's very difficult to do that. The timing, everything.
18-14.
And DeLauder's only a sophomore.
Fox serves again. Mosby in the middle, blocked. Sent back. It'll be DeLauder again. This time she gets the kill.
Yeah, again off block. No approach again, too. Very difficult with the timing.
Riley DeLauder, one of the sisters of one of the handful of Sisters of Baseball players that we have on this volleyball team now that the DeWaters are over in Martinsburg. Mosby blocked the net. And then, say that, yeah, that was the fourth hit. 19-15. It'll be Bianca Hutzler. The Applemen leading by 4. Much more comfortable at this part of the set for Musselman than they were in the first 2. Bishop sets up DeLauder again.
DeLauder beats the block on the angle.
They'll go to McCoy. Still up.
Another questionable pass.
There's a free ball. Hutzler for McCoy once more. Down the line, but out. Couldn't quite get it on the right side of that line on the left outside. 19-16.
Yeah, Martinsburg still scrapping.
There's Sifford serving. Avery Sifford.
Got to
Hit
bring
by
it back.
McCoy.
Right to the middle of the floor. Deep free ball. Perfect pass. Anything goes.
In the middle, Ella Collis.
Yeah, Collis is either early or the set's high. The timing's not there. It's a miss hit. She barely gets a finger on it. Drops right over the block, right into the middle of the floor.
It ends up being kind of like a change-up. So whether that was the plan or not, it works out. 20-16.
Well, the whole roster is getting a ton of playing time this evening for Musselman. I mean, Troxler, Shelton, we're seeing a whole complement. Freshmen and sophomores.
There's a tool.
Off block. Yep.
Out it goes.
Collis knows she needs to press with the outside outside hand. So for her, way she's facing the net, her right hand needs to press in.
20-17. Speaking to the playing time, I believe the only player on the varsity roster for Musselman we haven't seen yet is Livia Orleana.
Mike's still young.
Yes, it is. Still third set. Avery Lark with that hit for the Applemen.
Oh, she's off. Troxler's off.
Zittel sets up Villa.
That's a touch. She had to play it. Shelton had to play it.
Point goes to the Bulldogs. Still a 2-point match here. Set number 3.
Yeah, if I'm Zittel, you got to put it in play. You can't score 5 in a row here. You got to just put it in play. That's it. This is an out-of-system play.
And a miss hit by Shelton. Makes it a 1-point lead for the Applemen.
Yeah, that's just an experience thing. And Shelton's a freshman, comes up on a big point.
20-19, serving at Dunnigan.
Yeah, Zittel did her job.
Troxler, big hit, way too big though. 20-20. Here comes Keely Crispin off the bench. And she'll sub out Troxler. So tied back up. Martinsburg back in it. 4 straight points. Zittel in the net. So just like that, Musselman has their lead back. Dunnigan sends it
right at the 5. Oh, and the hands issue. Oh, my goodness, that is such a costly chain of events. It starts with a passing error at the 5. Zittel tries to get there and get her hands on it. Sifford's hands just came apart. She's got to have a good base.
So it's now 22-20. Strovel sends that one in. I don't think Musselman's players on the court like that call very much. We'll say contact was made. And, well, the Musselman crowd sure doesn't like that one either. Neither does Coach Martz. Really, no one in green or white with a touch of red is happy with that one.
I thought it was in.
I thought it was too. contact or no contact. But they changed the call. So, take one off the board for Martinsburg, put one on the board for the Applemen. It's 23-20. The protest works. There's the timeout for Martinsburg at 23-20. We'll take this one with them, a 30-second break. We'll be back with more EPAC volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The Martinsburg Bulldogs remain undefeated so far, but this Friday the Jefferson Cougars will try and change that trend.
Matt drops back, looking to far side, has pressure. On the out route on the far side, it's caught by Musgrove. Musgrove somehow gets past 3 defenders and into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Pre-game coverage starts at 6 p.m. with kickoff set for 7, right here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Back here at Musselman High School, 23-20 Applemen. After a protest from Musselman, gets a call changed in their favor. Could have been 22-21. Instead, it's 23-20. And a Villa off the block. It's sent back at the Bulldogs. Skylar Bishop gets the kill this time.
That's what makes it even more costly, because then when you look at the, you can only suppose, but, the kill for Strobel maintains the serve. A kill from Bishop. Actually, Martinsburg could be up one right now.
It's a 2-point swing. 23-21.
Off net. Yep. Great pass by Chrisman.
Blocked.
Good coverage by Dunnigan.
Musselman keeps it alive, though. And a nice, soft finesse play by Chrisman.
And a set point.
24-21. Lark will check out. Hutzler will check out. Watcher's going to serve now.
Oh my, got to be a hard angle.
Here, 24-21. Then Villa's going to send this one too far out.
Set.
25-21. The set goes to Musselman. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be back for set number 4. It's 2-1. The Applemen lead. It's EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
It's the excitement of NCAA Division II football on TV 10, featuring the Shepherd University Rams.
Dorner says not over yet. Dorner to the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown Shepherd as he high steps his way in.
Join us this Saturday as Shepherd returns home to take on the Kutztown Golden Bears. Kickoff is set for noon with pregame coverage beginning at 11:30 a.m. right here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer. But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Welcome back to Klein Court here at Musselman High School. That set goes 25-21 to the Applemen. Been close all the way throughout, more so than we expected after we just saw on Thursday on TV 10 Martinsburg losing straight sets pretty convincingly to Hedgesville. But tonight on the home court of the Applemen, they've been scrappy all game long.
Well, having seen Martinsburg, the question was always is ball control. And Spring Mills isn't in this gym, but it's another team that I look at and say, okay, these teams have, clearly Martinsburg has athletes that can hit the ball. I mean, Rhodes, Villa, Mosby, Bishop. I mean, they've got 4 big guns. DeLauder's playing great. they got to be able to get the ball to the offense and then cut down on a couple of the errors.
So Rhodes will send this one.
No, that was in. Lollipop deep ball and a hands call.
1-0. The Applemen start off down again.
Yeah, Musselman wastes the first serve. Bishop comes out with a big swing.
Dunnigan's going to have to send the free ball.
Rewarder, yes, that's what I like.
Mosby off the block, doesn't matter.
And some teams, it's not their preference. If the middle has to pass the ball, you don't want to set her. It throws off the timing, but I like to see the middle get rewarded. Perfect pass. Oh, DeLauder gets a big block.
And Alice pushes that over with the left hand.
Don't panic. Reset. Oh, and they go quick. Mosby's all over it.
3 in a row for the Bulldogs. Watcher's going to set it up for McCoy off the block, but out. So Musselman gets the point.
Got to press with the outside hand. Press with the outside. DeLauder presses with that right hand, pushes it back into the field of play. She gets a stuff block and point.
3-1 Martinsburg, which if I remember...
no play. Protect the players.
If I'm remembering correctly, I believe all 4 sets in this match have had the score 3-1 Martinsburg.
Wow.
But last set, it was 4-2 Martinsburg when the Applemen went on a run. Here at 3-2, just like that last set, it's Ashley Fox serving.
Good adjustment by Rhodes.
What
and a
play by
sellout by
Miller.
Miller. Great try. Great effort.
Just not able to make that play there at the end. It bounces up against the back wall. 4-2. Rhodes.
Perfect pass by Miller. Oh, and that's what Alice, I think, is in there to do. Alice beat Villa.
So it's 4-3 now. Watcher will come out, Alice will come out. Hutzler checking in. Back to serve. Bishop's going to set up. It's Sifford from the back line, too far.
Yeah. You got arguably your best front row in. All kinds of size. DeLauder, Mosby, and Villa. And you set a 10 line. Yeah, I just don't like that.
That's
and then
in.
Follow it up with an ace. My goodness.
The Sifford sisters both letting that one go between them. Some miscommunication.
Yeah,
so it goes to show it's not always, just because you're sisters doesn't mean you're going to have a higher level of communication always.
6 zones on the floor. They serve the 1-6 seam.
5-4 Applemen. Mosby gets that one high up in the air. Does Lark. McCoy cuts it to the right. Villa's there, though.
If you're going to send the free ball, you got to send it to a corner. Yeah.
McCoy.
That's straight out of the pregame discussion. If you're going to send a free ball, you better make them work for it. Instead, Bishop sent the free ball right to the center of the court. Dunnigan with the perfect pass, perfect set, perfectly executed kill. Martinsburg needs a pass desperately.
Hutzler gets it off the tape. Falls to the floor for an ace. 7-4. Hutzler.
Another one off the tape
again.
And 116.
Swing and a miss by Sifford. 8-4. Hutzler goes again at Sifford again. Addison Sifford. Villa.
Villa with a miss hit.
They're going to go left
Oh
side.
my, that's a
McCoy.
great set. That's the where I mean, I would want my middles to be hitting every time. When you push the pin, she has the opportunity to swing through and go line or angle.
The Mangler does it again. It's 9-4 Applemen. And 2-1, the Applemen lead. A win in this set would be a win for the match. And again, at that side, this time it's Rhodes, and this time it's another ace for Hutzler.
Well, it's a smart serve by Hutzler. She served the sub. Rhodes leaves her feet. Got to keep your feet under you.
10-4. Musselman leads. We'll take the break with them for 30 seconds at 10-4. 2-1, the Applemen lead. It's EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
It's the excitement of NCAA Division II football on TV 10 featuring the Shepherd University Rams.
Dorner says not over yet. Dorner to the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown Shepherd as he high steps his way in.
Join us this Saturday as Shepherd returns home to take on the Kutztown Golden Bears. Kickoff is set for noon with pregame coverage beginning at 11:30 a.m. right here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Welcome back to Musselman High School. Out of that timeout, Bianca Hutzler's serve goes out. Timeout works out for the Bulldogs. It's 10-5. Over on the other side, it's Avery Sifford serving for the Bulldogs, and she's going to get an ace. Drops right in front of McCoy. Two quick points in a row. Cut the deficit from 6-4. Hutzler sets it up.
See, again, I think that's a perfect set. I love that.
Villa at the 10 line.
It's off touch.
It's another point. 3 in a row for the Bulldogs. They stay in it. They will not go quietly. Hutzler for McCoy. Touch there. Falls to the floor. Block didn't work out for Villa.
It caused a lift, prolonged contact.
Chrisman and Shelton in now for the Applemen. Miller and McCoy to the bench. Again, the freshman. Shelton gets an ace. Serving the ball very well in JV and varsity. Makes it 12-7. It's been a game of runs on both sides.
Oh, that's at the 1. That's a great serve. Oh, that's a bad set, unfortunately.
And the run continues. 3 in a row. 3-3 back and forth it goes.
Yeah, Skylar would like to have that one back. That just got away from her. It was, she set the ball very tight at the antenna. Villa would have had to go up and intercept almost before it.
Shelton at Sifford again. No Villa. Off
again, it's
contact.
off block. Yeah, it's a good call.
It
Good
goes
call.
over.
Good call by the linesperson. She puts her hand on the top of the flag, almost in a T formation, signifying touch.
13-8 now. Katie Zittel will serve, and that might have gone out. By a second decision by Shelton to put contact on it. 13-9 is the result. Zittel one more time at Dunnigan. Chrisman on the left side.
Just a giant swing by Chrisman over the block. Zittel sends a free ball, so they out of system from the attack. And then Lark comes in. Now they got to use it.
Villa
touches through the block between Collis and Lark. Tips off the net, drops in. Almost a miss hit, it looked like.
So it's like we're getting 3-pointers back and forth here as the lead for Musselman's gone from 6 to 3 to 6, back to 3.
And Zittel has the ability to serve 6 or 7 in a row. Very low, flat, quick serve.
No. Roof there by Skylar Bishop. That breaks the streak of threes back and forth. Now it's the 4th straight point for Martinsburg.
Bishop with outstanding timing, just waiting on it.
13-11. Zittel once more.
That's so close to being out. Schultz made the decision, stuck with it. Oh, and there's a kill to end the point.
It doesn't take long. Once eventually you go to Chrisman, she'll get you a kill. 14-11. It'll be the libero serving again. Dunnigan
goes right at that 5, and Rhodes has had a tough trip around the back row.
The ace for Ava Dunnigan makes it 15-11. Dunnigan at Rhodes again. Zittel's going to set this one behind the 10 line. Sifford can't get it open. The Musselman lead goes back up to 5.
Yeah, this is a challenging back row for Martinsburg, and Martinsburg now with back-to-back hitting errors. Ace and back-to-back hitting errors.
17-11 now, the Applemen lead, trying to close out this match.
You know, Martinsburg swings the other way. You don't necessarily swing the other way. It's definitely a strategy. You can also drop another player back into serve with C. That happens to work. Swinging, service error.
Dunnigan's goes past the back line, 17-12 now.
We used to take our 5 and 6 sometimes when Rhodes is in the back row, and we would hide them behind another player and then swing the other way. Just dropping another player into serve receive.
Chrisman with a huge laser shot.
I had a 6'2" middle by the name of Lauren Richards, who would sometimes play across the back row. She's a dynamic server. Sometimes we would just stack her in the back row at the 6, cover her up, and try to sneak in a rotation or two.
18-12, Musselman leads now. Bishop blocked.
Off block.
And it falls to the floor for the roof, 19-12.
Yeah, Martinsburg just seems just a little bit flat right now. Musselman seems to be in control.
Villa tying her shoe. Get a little bit of a stoppage there.
You got all 3 seniors on the floor right now. Crispin, Watcher, and Dunnigan.
The Watcher sends that one at Sifford. Zittel sets up Rhodes. Nice dig by Dunnigan. Shelton going to get the kill as this one goes off the hand of Villa. 20-12. Musselman leads, and that's a timeout for Martinsburg.
Yeah, that's the final timeout for Martinsburg.
Now we'll keep it here through the break as we're good on our commercials. Got all the bills paid for the evening. 5 points to go for Musselman to take the match. It's an 8-point deficit for the Bulldogs, as Musselman has kind of slowly but surely over the 3rd and 4th set taken control in the way that you would think that they would, Jim. Coming out of the timeout early as Musselman. And now we see the Bulldogs come out. Kendall Watcher will move over to the left side to serve now. You see Villa and Strovel over on that side for the Bulldogs. Zittel sets up for Strovel in the middle. Too far, but contact made by Dunnigan.
Yeah, it was a tough pass. Zittel actually went up and got it, brought the ball back, and Strovel with a good McStuffins with the kill.
20-13. Strovel will serve now. Right at Shelton. I think that one was going to go out. It hits off the back wall. Blown dead. 20-14. Joel serves again. Oh. Chrisman has to take a different advance to that one, and wow, the play by Mosby blocks it, and it sets it right back up for herself. Slaps it back over for a down ball kill.
And each of these two sets, Martinsburg was down 12-16 and now 12-20. It's just so hard to come back.
Chris, and especially when you have to deal with shots like that.
And the set was a little low, or the timing was designed to be faster, and Chrisman got to the ball and put it away. That's the kind of offense we like to run. We like to run those shorter sets to the outside on the pin so that the hitter can throw her hip through it, hit the line. And there's an ace to Rhodes.
The run continues for the Applemen. Allie Miller, the sophomore, with the ace. She'll serve it again, this time at Villa. Rhodes.
Nice swing off block.
It's the tool. 22-16. Little will check out. The Lauder will check in. Bishop over to Miller. McCoy.
Oh, this is an overpass.
Close. Right
Fox,
at the middle.
Yeah, Fox just beats Mosby to the ball. Mosby could have played it. She could have gone for it.
23-16. And the number one server for the Applemen, Ashley Fox, sends it, clips the net, and there's another ace. She had 4 in set number 2 alone.
This is match point.
Yep, 24-16. One more for the Applemen to get the win in 4 sets. Martinsburg was able to take one. They've been competitive, but the Applemen can close it out. And off the contact, it's another ace. And that'll wrap it up. 25-16 goes the 4th and final set. Musselman takes it on their home court over the Bulldogs, 3 sets to 1. We've covered our breaks, so we can just go right into our postgame here. 3 sets to 1, a win. 25-23 goes both of the first 2 sets. First one goes to the Applemen, second to the Bulldogs. 25-21, set number 3, and then 25-16. So eventually the Applemen were able to take control and show why they're the state champions, defending for the 4th straight year.
Yeah, and I would probably look more to Martinsburg in post-game commentary because I don't think that very many people looking at the match, thinking about Martinsburg after being swept by Hedgesville, would come into Musselman and, perform as they did. I think that they passed the ball very well, and that opened up better opportunities for the offense. Musselman, I think, was testing some different options. We saw Troxler, we saw Shelton get a lot of playing time. We saw Kisner running across the front row. It was a full team effort by Musselman as he worked through the different lineup options. It felt like with Chrisman, Dunnigan, and Watcher were on the floor, all 3 at the exact same time, that Musselman had a lot more opportunities to be in control of the match. I want to see teams like Martinsburg and Spring Mills pass the ball well and run their full complement of offense, and then see how they compete against the Hedgesvilles and Musselmans. That's what I want to see. And I'm telling you, watching Washington play, we haven't seen Jefferson yet. Washington, to me, also seemed to have some ability. I really like that setter, Kylie, number 15. I think the same thing for them. If they can pass the ball, Tintendo can hit the ball outside, Williams, they've got a decent team. Jefferson, we get to go to Jefferson on Thursdays. You got to tune in. You want to watch TV 10 Thursday night as we get to see Jefferson and Hedgesville. So they'll remove some of the mystery of EPAC volleyball on Thursday night.
Right, that'll be you and Nick Verzolini on the call for that one. And again, that'll be an exciting one. And it was an exciting one here. Martinsburg kind of surprising us after what we've seen from them so far this year. But in the end, Musselman does take it 3-1 here at Klein Court. And that'll wrap things up for us here from Inwood. Back in the studio, it's Colin McLaughlin. Cameraman this evening, Nick Ferzolini. For Jim Klein, I'm Dylan Bishop, saying so long and good night here from Musselman High School as the Applemen take it 3-1. This has been EPAC Volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Have a good rest of your Tuesday night.
That concludes tonight's coverage of West Virginia High School Volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Tonight's coverage is brought to you by the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Rock's Local Markets, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Bechtel Jewelers, CMA Honda of Winchester, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Orsini's Home Store, the Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance Agency, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Modern Realty Results, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm. Keep it tuned to TV 10 for all of your local sports coverage.